I'm completely running out of steam. On a scale from 1 to overworked, how overworked is everybody that's on the panel right now?
I'm at like a 9.8 out of 10.
Yeah.
I'm at a
6.2
left. I'm done.
9.2. Yeah, about.
I'm at a 32 out of 10. So
Not bad.
I'm pretty.
Oh, good.
Like, look, it sucks when like I take the only day that I had a light day, and I was like, let me get out this Boom Boom Drew video. Did everything there, and I was like, okay, I managed to get it out during daytime. Ah, shit, I gotta go work my second job now. So literally, as soon as I got done putting up that video, I was like, I gotta go work my second job and go do all that. Got home late, and I was like, oh, I gotta work the second job in the morning as well, and then tomorrow I gotta.
Now,
work
what's more
the second job
enjoyable?
as well.
Working 2 jobs and being overtired, or Gachard? Which one is more enjoyable to you?
I do the 2 jobs.
At least I get money from working the 2 jobs. So
yeah,
fair enough.
It helps offset like the maybe $132 that I get from Twitch every month. Like that's not a lot of money, but at least it's better than what YouTube gives me. So
yeah.
On the bright side, at least
by leagues and miles. So
I'm so unenthusiastic about that show. I have a stack of all the candy toys from Gachard for the last like 2 months unbuilt on my desk.
I have
just sitting there.
I have the episodes ready to go, queued up, clearly on just to watch. Haven't had the will to like push the button and just press play.
No, I gave up after like episode 33. Lining them up and ready to watch. I was like, I was like, nah.
Look, we're in the home stretch. We've only
care about the home stretch.
We got 9 episodes left, guys. There's only 9 episodes. We got 3 more months of this shit.
There could be 2 episodes left. I don't care. Just finish.
3 more months? Oh yeah.
It's too many.
Okay.
It's
too many months.
Too long.
You know what I just find funny is I like that I keep getting recommended a lot of people's like first videos of Gachard. Like when it first dropped. Yes, they're all like, this is the show to watch. This is the show that's gonna redefine Kamen Rider. And I'm like, wow, these videos all age terribly. Terribly.
In the sun. Because it's 83 degrees right now.
Hold on real quick. From the Straxgler for $5. I mean, King-Ohger already cracked open the Gurren Lagann barrel, so we might as well go full hog. I mean, yes, that is true when it comes to King-Ohgers in space once we get to it. It looks like they're finally doing what I was hoping they were going to do with the second part of King-Ohger anyway. But we'll get to it once we get to it. But yes, in terms of Gachard, it's just, I'm never going to have like a Time Kabuto bit again of me predicting how the next show is going to go because
you'll be correct.
Because it's like the Monkey's Paw situation. I joked that it was going to be mid, and look at how mid it is. It's
unwatchably mid.
Yes, it's just so mundane and plain Jane that there's nothing really except to complain. I just wanted to rhyme. So
it's like you could just eat white bread and have the same experience of watching Gachard.
I don't know. If I eat white bread, I'm going to shit myself because it's carbs. So
Give yourself some potato bread.
That's I would still shit myself. It's still carbs.
Yeah, it's still carbs.
Yeah.
But at least it wouldn't be as painful, I don't think.
I think it would. It'd be like spray.
I mean, wouldn't potatoes like your carbs because it's like all starch?
Yes, it would.
Yeah. It'd be spraying.
Yes, you can blame me for making Gachard boring. I just, predicted it, and that's why I'm not gonna say shit about Gavu until like
You manifested this.
I did. I cursed
So, Theo, I
all
need
of
these
Toku with
words
it.
to come out of your mouth right now. God was going to be amazing. Great. Reinvent the wheel. Let's go.
If it has to do with food, I'm already in love with it.
No.
I haven't seen the suit because there's a bunch of fake ones out, so I don't know which one.
Yeah,
there are-
I've seen
all the ones
like the
They all
leak.
look fake.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't
I don't
think
know
there's a
what
real
to
one
do.
out yet.
Okay, let's see here. We got Musa Muteki for $2. Maybe Gutshard will get good if it's on Rainbow Road.
Hey, that's actually pretty good. I'm gonna miss that voice. Damn.
You know what's like? Every time I do it, I always have to go like, "Oh yeah," for like a good 5 minutes before I actually start doing it.
You gotta warm it up. You
Yep.
can't just jump into Macho Man.
Yeah, you
gotta
gotta
channel that Randy.
you gotta lubricate the pipes or rather dry them out just with the "Oh yeah, oh yeah." It's the only way.
I'm not gonna lie, this is probably it's definitely one of your better personas. I love this one.
I definitely committed full on in for this one. So, all right, we got G and Oso for $5. Any Sentai brackets tonight? Wink, wink, nudge. Oh, wink, wink, nudge, nudge. So Orchid has been sending me some brackets. They've been working on the pretty much the second mecha of the team, the second combination mecha of Sentai teams for the next bracket off. So that's going to be an interesting one.
Are they going to put all of them in there this time?
Yeah, so that's the thing. They did send me DMs to double check and make sure that they've got everything in there, but I haven't had the time to look through it all to make sure. But I might share it with others as well, just so they can cross-reference and make sure that we've got all of the gatais that we need for it.
I like the Howabout.
Serious question though. Well, we did. We didn't do the first ones yet, but that's also another one that's a bracket. So we got those as well. But I don't feel like having another 4-hour stream tonight. So
no, we're good.
Good, because that theme song one. Yeah, that theme song one went on hella long. So and you missed out on that one, Mark. But still,
I watched the VOD for it because when I messaged you, I was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna be," and I was like, "This."
Hey, listen, the final two that were in there were pretty cool.
Yep. Let's see. Second part of this serious question though. Power Rider Gotchard, how'd you fix this for an American adaptation? You know what?
You don't
skip it. Skip it like
burn it.
Skip
burn it down.
Actually, the thing is, it's like I don't think you could do worse.
That's true, but it would be really
no. They could do worse. It's not much worse, but it could still be worse.
See, my thing is, I think they could be offensive. Like, I think because Gotchard's super mid, so I think they could be worse in a way that is, makes you actually care that it's offensively bad. But I don't think it would be making it good. That would be very hard, I would say, because you'd have to basically rewrite the whole premise.
Yeah, and honestly, I mean, there's some people that could just commit to it just for the sake. I mean, people are still watching Disney Star Wars, and you see how the backlash is going for that.
Don't talk about Acolyte. Oh my god. Oh my.
But it's just just
you don't see any Star Wars stuff behind me.
Give Gotchard to the people working on Disney Star Wars right now.
No, here's the thing.
That's not a good idea.
I don't trust any American released Kamen Rider stuff. The last thing we got, the 01 comic. We are not allowed to release anything in the US that's an adaptation of Kamen Rider anymore. Especially after Ultraman Rising, how good that was. I was like, I guess Kamen Rider Rising screw that.
I would rather take a US American adaptation of Gotchard versus anything that's going on in Gotchard right now.
But the thing is, Rider lately, it's not been great either. So it's hard to say it's just
but at least it's been entertaining. Because that's the one thing. It's like Revice was at least entertaining, Geats was at least entertaining. So
this was not.
This is just so mundane and just it's uninteresting. It's an uninteresting show. It's got an uninteresting.
Wow.
So
uninteresting he left.
So uninteresting
he left. Damn.
Yeah, it was just like, nah, fuck you. Yeah. Trying to rearrange.
I thought that's what she was proving your point. I was like, yeah.
The system was just like, you know what? It's just willed
perfectly timed.
Yep.
Well done.
My thing is, okay, as someone who usually just watches Kamen Rider for years and like Ultraman sprinkled in there, like now that I've been watching Super Sentai for like as it's airing for 3 years now and everything, like, and then we had Garo and now Ultraman Rising. I was like, I feel like out of everything Toku that's coming out, like Kamen Rider is just kind of like dropping down the ranks. It's like, really and I was like, even BoonViolet, I'm like, yeah, this is so much better than Gachard right now. Like even King-Ohger for the time jump and inconsistent, like that was, I think what killed it for me was watching that goddamn winter movie and realizing it did not matter for plot stuff. And then
we thought it did, but nope.
I'm done.
Nothing.
Like I watched it and I was like, I'm still caught up. I'm only 2 episodes behind on Gachard right now. But like,
why didn't you want us, Taka, that it didn't matter?
I'm watching it just for the forms and like, okay, I'm gonna keep buying the candy toys, but the candy toy line, oddly enough, is ending at wave 6. This has never happened where we only get like such a small release for candy toys. Saber Revice had 11 or 12 waves for them. Geats, because of all the different like forms were all the same and interchangeable, they had less releases, but the candy toys for Gachard just fell to the wayside. Like, it's crazy. No one cares.
It's such a show that just doesn't seem to understand like what it wanted to be. Because it's like, remember, early on we were so form heavy, and now it's just like. Out
of curiosity, do you want to talk about what happened this episode at least a little bit? Well, you know, so it's not all ragging on it. Also,
okay.
Another thing in there.
Oh, real quick. Okay, it's pronounced the Struggler. Well, you put the X in there, so Straxgler. Keep doing what you're doing. Boom, boom out. Okay, all right. Oh, well, I guess boom, boom out. Ash boom, boomed out. He heard the cue.
Who's next? Who's next?
Yes, who's next? That Kevin's just gonna get. The Toei execs out here are just like y'all out here shit talking our moneymaker right now. We're out here selling you card stock for dozens of dollars, and you're buying it
for dozens of dollars.
I still have all the cards. I have everything released.
Oh yeah, we're just getting got
assassinated by Kevin again.
Dude,
this is the Toei fuck you stream. This is like y'all ain't allowed to keep shit talking us.
Quick, I gotta pull out receipts for all the Gachard merch I bought, so they'll be happy again. But
look at all the money
I have all the cards still. I have everything up to phase 3, X phase, like all the ones. I still have every individual card. I've been still hunting out. It's like, but it's because I committed. Like,
just a heads up, the timer on the stream reset, so it's back to like a minute. So,
well, it's I think it's for you. It still says 14.
Yeah, we can see 14, 13 right up top.
I see 1 minute.
Yeah,
it's weird.
Because the thing is, it looked to us like it kicked you out.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And then all of us got taken out.
Yes.
Yeah, it looked like to me you guys were kicked out.
Yeah. So that's why.
It's just, it sucks though, because the merch is like the cards still look really good. Like I still like looking at the cards. There's fun opening the packs, but I stopped buying the boxes. I'm literally just using Bai and getting all the cards I'm missing. And you can almost get a whole entire set with the parallels for less than buying 2 or 3 boxes. So cards, like,
I mean, I still wish like I put in my last Gachard video, because it's like I really feel that my next Gachard video won't be until like the show's ending, like literally. Is it just if they implemented what I suggest, the Kid Icarus Uprising like app, just have the cards play fight against each other. They'll just use augmented reality, put the cards down, have them like show like the renders of the chemis, and then just duke it out by like RNGs. So would have at least made them somewhat more usable.
Speaking of card games, did you see that new Armor Hero arcade machine game that's came out of China?
No, I have not.
I gotta find them. I'll see if I can find the link so you can share. It looks insane, and I'm just like, whatever this is, I freaking want it. I want it. Like, you stand on like a circle, so it's long, like when you go to punch things, but instead it's actually capturing your body movement while you're fighting, and you fight as an Armor Hero.
So it's a Kinect.
Yeah, basically, it's like that Dragon Ball Z like Kinect game.
Nah, so in the latest episode of Gotchard, we found out, we've got Renee's dad for real this time. Like,
Yay,
for real,
for
for real. Because he was just, chilling in his office. He just had an invisible wall, shielding him from the world.
The whole time?
Yeah, that was it.
That's it?
Yeah, he was.
Oh,
he was out here.
How long was he there for?
The entire time. Yeah, because now that we've got the 3 like abyssal kings, because there's 3 of them now. What's the main one? Jermaine. Yeah, Jermaine Jackson. Jermaine Jackson is the leader of the.
I don't know what you're gonna the other 2. You're gonna say, what are we gonna get? Demetrius, Darius.
I was gonna say Tito Jackson.
Oh, okay.
Everybody forgets about Tito.
I don't forget about Tito.
I mean, Mike's been gone. No, so essentially, they did finally bring up the Philosopher's Stone, and that's what was implanted into the Gacha driver, and eventually just became Nijigon.
Oh,
so that was a thing. Also, remember Gideon?
Yeah.
Apparently, he was a homunculus this entire time, created by the Abyssal Kings.
A little homunculus from an egg.
Oh.
So he was a homunculus this whole time.
This whole time.
Did he come from an egg? Was he that kind of homunculus? Did he come from an egg?
We don't know. We just know that they just said we made him. He's a doll just like you all.
So the other homunculus were made by a homunculus.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, this was never alluded to at all.
In Full Metal Alchemist.
And he stole their alchemy. So what's his thing with gold then? Where did that come?
Spanner's Black Flames, Rene Final Form. Where? Well, we got reminders of Spanner's Black Flames that one episode, and then this is like never again. Rene hasn't gotten a form since getting that last form, and that was it. At this point, I'm expecting Renee's gonna get a form in like the Winter movie, like the crossover with Gabu is when like she gets her final form. It'll be a movie only thing.
It'll be a dream as well.
And watch it. It's just gonna be a retooled Wind outfit on like just
that's what I was about to say. Don't just do colored.
That's what it's gonna be.
So stupid.
And the funny thing is, like, even with Lactis getting the powers of her own Valkyrie, she barely uses it. Even for like the preview of the next episode, because of the way Rainbow Gotchard works, that he's able to summon other Gotchards. We see the roll call for the next episode having like 3 variations of Gotchard with Rainbow Gotchard, Kamen Rider Valverade, Majade. No Lactis. No Lactis whatsoever.
Remember this was supposed to be like a 2 riders like sharing the spotlight thing?
Vaguely. Did I stop watching?
That one time.
Yeah,
they were supposed to be co-leads. Co-leads. That's the way that they themselves were selling it as.
Yeah, ain't nothing cool about this.
No. This is why this really does feel like studio interference at like quintessential. Like just this is them just interfering exactly with anything that the writers wanted to do, and they were like, but we got to sell this, we got to sell that, we want you to focus on this. And that's what ruins the writers from properly cooking, is when they have to adhere to mandates from Toei,
which really sucks because they can't be as creative or have a coherent story.
Nope, not at all. And that's why, like, as we start veering towards the end of Gotchard, it's like you're introducing stuff that retroactively, it's like, why weren't there seed plants to this? Oh, because you clearly just thought of this now to implement it. Like, we're still waiting on the whole thing about Hotaro's dad. Don't know jack shit. Apparently, all of these chemis were made by the Abyssal Kings. They were made by them. So it's like, okay, so there goes the the theory that it could have been his dad was like the Hohenheim situation of it all, unless one of the Abyssal Kings is Hotaro's dad. But I don't know, because we still don't even know why Hotaro knew alchemy when he was a kid to begin with.
Plus, he was playing with Hopper 1 and Steamliner.
Yes, because they haven't gone back to that at all to even explain that shit.
Wow.
So what happened to Fuga this episode, if anything?
He's joined the squad.
He's wind now, fully?
Yes, he's breaking wind officially now.
So he dies next episode?
Potentially in like 2 more episodes.
Okay. All I'm hearing when you say that is like he's dying very soon.
Probably, but they got to sell that alchemist unit. What's the thing? They got to sell it. They got to sell them toys, them attachments.
I mean, it's a good suit. I don't like the character.
Yeah, I mean, the character's like a non-character at that point.
That's what I mean. It does nothing for me.
So with that being said, how are we feeling about the Daybreak movie? Any excitement towards that?
That we'll see in
I saw
October, November.
Yeah,
I saw the new cover for it, and it looked so much worse than I thought.
Legend's gonna be
Legend
in it
was
as
on
well.
there. I was like, why is this man on here? Like, why is he even a thing?
There's so many. And then did you guys see the new form? Did you see the new movie form?
No.
Actually, I don't think I saw the new movie form.
It's I like it better than Rainbow Gotchard for sure. I
it's a Daybreak form.
The thing is,
it's so. Oh no, I was gonna cut you off. Oh, you go.
All right.
I was gonna say it's so weird. Oh no, I'll let you finish, and then I'll say something.
Oh, okay. I was just gonna say it's basically like what they've been doing, where it's like the final form is just slightly altered base suit, which is like what the suit looks like. And that's all I was gonna say. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say because usually with King-Ohger, Gotchard, Revice, there's always something popping off on Toku Twitter each week with this show. Gotchard, I'll see maybe 1 or 2 people talking about it at least, if I'm lucky. It's just been dead silence for this show.
This show is a flat line, like genuinely a flat line.
What I find funny is that I get hate for apparently disliking the show, even though a lot of people universally don't like the show. And the thing is, it's like, it's not. It's just a mid show. It's just a very mid show. It's a boring show.
It's not bad or good. It's just very boring. But here's the thing, Zio. You know what's going to happen? Last episode's going to air. People are going to shoot their reactions to that shit. They're going to call it the greatest shit that's ever happened in their lives. And then it's...
Look, there's only like a handful of people that I still see online reviewing this thing like week to week. Like, I got to give props to Trash Toku because he's still muscling out there with the weekly reviews.
Right.
For it.
He does it.
It's been a while since I've seen some of his videos, so when I started watching his videos again, I'm like, you're stealing my concept of opening bits now. Because almost all of his reviews now start with an opening bit as well.
Yeah, remember, what is it? Is it like copying is the best form of flattery, something like that?
Imitation is the best form of flattery. Yeah,
that.
Also, you got to have some sort of entertainment when you're talking about Gotchard because the show isn't doing it. So
that's true.
Mm-hmm. I cannot imagine the bits you'd be doing for Gotchard at this point.
Just me on like a deathbed, just waiting.
Yeah, it's easy. Remember that scene in Ace Ventura? In Ace Ventura, when he found out about the hemorrhoids, he's just in the shower with the plunger on his face and crying and burning his clothes. That's basically the bit whenever someone watches Gotchard now. It's just like you're just crying in the corner, shame, regret, self-loathing.
You just gave me the idea for a great bit of like a giant Hopper 1. And remember in like when Nature Calls, when he's just coming out of the rhino's butt.
Oh yeah. Where the fan breaks, so he gets so hot.
I'll just get like a green balloon and then just be like, wow.
The child's like, Mom, what's that?
You just zoom in on it. It's just you.
Just busting out of it.
Honestly,
I gotta do it now. I gotta remember that shit.
You have to.
The last Gotchard video that I do for the final video.
And when you come out, you say it's Gotchard good yet.
Yeah,
that's it.
Yeah. Why can't this show like just decide to be offensively bad? It's just to be entertaining.
It would help if there was proper cohesion in its storyline.
Yeah.
So, how about that BoonViolet though?
Yeah.
I like him.
I love it.
He's a good guy.
Yeah, so this let's get to good show now because Boom Boom, you're out here still killing it just about every week when it comes to the episodes. It's like you never know what you're gonna get with an episode of Boom Boom. It does definitely give me some Down Bros vibes in that sense because it's like every episode is kind of a surprise in terms of what you're gonna get. So my only real issue with this episode, and I brought it up in my review, is that I felt that narratively the structure was a little weird.
Yeah.
Because like him like leaving and then like stalking all the Boomgers only to later on find out that there were other Boomgers out there. And then afterwards we get the control. I'm just like, this flows weird narratively. So I completely went out of my way and like Premiere and I just recut the episode in a way that just puts that after him talking to the Hashidians. And I was like, this flows much better. Sure, you lose like 5 seconds of video, but by cutting out that first Bundriel reaction to the controller, but otherwise, like it flowed still very seamlessly. So I don't know why they made the decision. Maybe they wanted to showcase him off in his civilian fit earlier, and that's why they did it. That's honestly the only reason why I can think from a production standpoint why they would change those scenes around to flow the way that they are. But otherwise, still a great episode. I really like Sakuto. The fact that he doesn't seem like he's joining the team right away, because I really want that rivalry stir in the pot, especially with
Taya.
With BoonD and Bundrio.
Oh yeah, that's it.
But yeah, I mean, most people already know my opinions on it. Mark, since you've been, MIA for about a good
month and a half, almost 2 months.
Yep.
I'm really liking it. I obviously buying all the toys. Obviously, I'm enjoying Boon Booner. It's the only thing I'm watching week to week right now. I don't like the changer thing for BoonViolet though. I don't. That's the other thing. Is like I'm gonna buy it, obviously, but like.
No, at that point, I'm already like, let me get the memorial of it. Just go ahead and announce it.
Yeah, that's gonna work better then. Yeah,
because I hear on the actual toy itself, it doesn't matter the button press that you do. It's all just one big button underneath.
Oh,
so you're essentially pushing the same thing. It's like the Legend of Fies driver. You're pushing the same thing universally. So
I was curious because like I'm probably not gonna get the regular Boon Changer memorial one because like I already have. I mean, it's just gonna be on the rip, but like. I would love if I can get Boon Blacks or Oranges as a memorial. Definitely Violets as a memorial because I'm not sold on how it looks, but it'd be cool to display. But I'm curious. Like I'm kind of like I said, I don't feel like I can say I'm new to Sentai anymore because I've been just binging so much Sentai. I really hope he doesn't just join up right away. I kind of hope he's like not a villain or like almost like an antagonist for a bit. Just to give us something new for a while.
Fire kind of deal.
Yeah. I watched that recently. And I'm just hoping that's what happens, like where he doesn't join right away. And I like his little mecha because it's a car. Like I want to buy that.
I mean, have you seen the lack of articulation on the toy though?
Yes.
No. Yeah. Because I like buy candy toys.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes. The toy it functionally doesn't really move at all.
The candy toy has a lot of articulation, by the way. A lot of articulation in the candy toy.
Listen, it doesn't have to move once it's displayed.
Yeah, but the fact that you can't even pose it
to it.
I'm trying to get the picture up because someone on the Twixter posted up an image of pretty much this thing scooped out. And let me see here. Tire window. There we go. Yeah, so
there's not much in there.
There's no real joints.
The
legs don't move.
Wow.
What have they done to him?
And it's weird because obviously they're vehicles and mechas, and it's Bandai, and it's like they have all the blueprints from all the years of Transformers. They could easily make these articulate.
Yeah, they could, and I just wonder if it ties into like the final, Mecha Gatai is the whole reason why they had this not be articulated. But I can see them reselling this down the line as like, here's a full action version of BoonViolet.
So I don't have a lot
They
of
do that. I'm
DX
gonna
stuff
riot.
for previous seasons, but from a Candy Twist, I know so the Don brothers, their mini plows were really articulate. The King-Ohger one, not so much. That's a big bulky son of a bitch. Like I hate that thing because I can't pose it. And even like the Zenkaiser ones really didn't have that much posability because it was two halves connecting, so they'd fall apart if you try and pose them. I just don't get how from a DX standpoint, it's not articulate. Like that's the DX is the premium price one compared to the candy toy stuff. I don't see how it could be so bland.
We're really moving backwards when it comes to the toys because of course Don Bros was designed with the articulation in mind. And then once we got to King-Ohger, they just shrunk that tech and refined it a bit more with the King-Ohger mech. So you saw the evolution there. And I think a lot of people going into Boom Boomger was expecting the same thing once we got into it, only to find out that these had less articulation and we're kind of back to basics, even with the toys.
Like I generally thought it would be because Bandai and Transformers and everything else. I assumed these should be the most articulate toys they put out. It's cars that transform. That's a no-brainer. There's so many points of articulation easily. So I'm not sure why. Probably because obviously the toys are geared towards kids, and kids are going to break toys. So and the price point in Japan is not bad on any of their toys right now. So
I assume it's just because cost effective, it's super cheap to do.
Yeah, but what's the actual retail price of this compared to everything else? Because they got to be making money on it, but probably dramatic money.
In Japan, the whole set for this is literally $16 for the first. That's US 1-to-1. It's $18 or just really under good. $18 for this.
That's a good price.
Then set 2, which is only 6 vehicles. This one's I think $15. So that's not bad at all when you think about it. And the cars for the DX line, they're $3, $4 each. So it's not. It's low end. I would compare it if we do model kits for comparing this to Transformers toys, because it's the only thing to really compare it to because it's cars. The Transformers line is high grade, master grade, and everything they're doing for BoonViolet is basically the entry grade model kits you can get. It's you can't really pose them. They're stuck where they are, and you can move the arms a bit, and that's it.
Ooh.
So I did recently shell out some money on some Boom Boomger stuff because I did pre-order the Boom Boom Danger that comes with Boom Boom Killer Robo because I really want that Boom Boom Danger. I want it.
Did you get the Don Brothers car yet? The bus?
No, because I saw that most of the crossover things are literally just buses.
Yeah, buses with stickers.
Yeah, so I was like, that's not hype. It should have been Haruka's car.
They look good. They look good. This is going on.
If it was Haruka's car, I'm pretty sure Zio would get it.
Yeah, but if it was Haruka's car from that one episode of Don Bros,
that was just eating everyone alive.
Yes, with all the duct tape and all that shit just on there on the bumper, I would have bought that shit. I would have definitely been on that plane.
They also and the buses work with the changer. They don't play the OST or anything from the show, therefore it just makes a noise. It doesn't even say the name of the season either, which is kind of annoying.
Damn.
But they come with the magazine, so it's not like you buy them in stores. It just comes with the magazine.
Yeah,
I need a crossover because Haruka would just drive backwards on Rainbow Road and they'd all just look bewildered.
I feel like it would be a Tokyo Toei Tokusatsu fan club crossover.
The episode that's actually the proper full-on BBG is just a Toei Tokusatsu.
Yeah, that would be great.
Special, and that's it. It's literally just you want this, it's a net movie.
How many times do you think it's going to be it's about family?
It shows up in the Grand Prix.
Yeah. It's about family.
Well, a lot of people are they're waiting for Boon D to pull the whole family card line.
Really?
Because he's Boon
missed
Diesel.
opportunity. Us not getting a racing game either right now for this. The fact that we're not getting any Toku video games. King-Ohger could have worked as a Dynasty Warrior one. We're not getting any video games right now, and it's
not like Bandai Namco does not make a lot of racing games as is. You know how easy it would be just putting in. Yeah, just a simple reskin. It probably wouldn't take nothing.
No.
Putting any of these shows into just a Muso game wouldn't take any effort, but they still don't do it.
Racing
It'll
less
happen
so
one day.
though. Remember, Bandai Namco does Mario Kart as well. They did Mario Kart 8. The entire arcade for Mario Kart 8 is Bandai Namco. They've got the assets for it. They could literally just be like, retool some shit here, literally put Rainbow Road in it, and then it's just like, bam.
They could also cheap it out because they only have to use Rainbow Road.
Yeah, over and over again. Everything is just a Rainbow Road with different tracks, and that's it.
Tracks.
Yeah. But instead, we got Ride Commons, which I've spent money on, and I have a video coming out soon for that.
Oh, and we're also getting that Power Rangers, the one that's like the Ninja Turtles one that came out.
The Rewind or whatever. That's going to be good. I don't care what anyone says. I'm playing.
No, it is going to be good.
Me and Ash could have co-op the crap out of it.
I like it because I love the Ninja Turtles one. I just wish it was, like I said, not MMPR, or at least just add other Rangers. God.
Yeah, but it's essentially just a remix of like.
Who's going to buy a Time Force game, or who's going to buy like?
I would
exactly.
I would throw my money at a Time Force game.
I know you would.
Just make it a massive crossover game. Hey, that's it.
Yeah.
Remember, they gave us a game that had all these different season characters, and no one wanted to play it.
I know. Yeah, I know. No one wants other Rangers. It's always MMPR.
No one liked Battle for the Grid. No one wanted to. That died out after like 2 months.
But they still kept updating it.
Yeah, but it's N-Way. So
still update Legacy Wars and no one plays it.
I can't talk trash about N-Way because in the past we've had dealings. So I love them. I love you guys so much. Just you guys.
Do the same people who still work there that gave you dealings? Because like, didn't they go to NFTs? Did they give you an NFT mark?
No, they didn't. But they gave me a box full of stuff for that Marvel Strike Force game or whatever it was.
Did they make that? Because I keep seeing that in my
recommendations.
Recommended for Google Play Store.
They do. Yeah. They do 2 Marvel games.
We got to get back on the BoonViolet train.
Yes.
Derailed it a little bit. Ash, how do you feel about that BoonViolet?
I like him. I like his mech. I like his change. I'm going to get the Memorial version. I'll probably go on Buy-E and I'll probably get the other mechs that I'm missing. And if I can find his mech pretty cheap, I'll get that. But yeah, I like him. I feel like I like his introduction, but as a character, I feel like I've got to watch the entire show to get a final opinion. But I like him from what we've seen so far, and I'm curious to see what they'll do with it. Like, we'll probably get that rivalry between Boondario and Boon Diesel, and probably like a love triangle between Boondario, Diesel, and Shirabe, who's alive, funny enough. Yeah.
Now, I did get an interesting comment that kind of put in a funny theory in play when I posted my video yesterday. And if you notice, a lot of the things that like Bunjo has been talking about, because of course he made the Boom Boom controller and shit like that, and he pretty much said that he couldn't control it. But someone mentioned, what if Bunrio's been lying about being a DGP racer this entire time? And the reason why Boon Diesel's not actually his rival, like Bunrio was part of his pit crew because his entire fit is that of being part of the pit crew, even back when he met Taya. Like, there was no change to his fit. Yeah. He literally was just fitted out as a pit crew person. So what if Bunrio's been lying this entire time?
Racing? What about his love for racing?
He can have love for racing and still be part of the pit crew.
Yeah. Oh no, that's true. Like maybe that's why he wants to like win, so he can take all the glory away from like Boon Diesel or something. Maybe it was the pit crew for Boon Diesel, and he wanted the spotlight.
I mean, because that's the thing. It's like the way that we've seen, even like in like some of the background sets, like the regular Boom Boomgers are dressed like pit crew style, but then you look at BoonViolet, he's got the actual racer's attire. And then you look at Boon Diesel, his entire fit screams that he's the racer. While you look at Bunrio, he doesn't look like a racer.
Well, he looks like a pit master.
Exactly. So it could just be like that BoonViolet is out here just to call out this man for being a liar. Yes, a boom boom phony. Exactly right, Combat Prime. You're just a boom boom phony.
A BBP?
Yes, a BBP.
He's the BBP.
Yep, he's the BBP.
Oh my God.
Gotta have it. Gotta have it.
Mm-hmm.
Cloudy, what's your thoughts on Sakito's debut?
I liked it. I like him as a character, and I really hope that he and Taya don't get along, or at least have more of a rivalry going down the line. Just because I like the shot of them shooting each other, so I hope there's more of that. But the only thing I have to comment on is I don't like his finisher. Like, I like the double kick into like the racing car thing, but I wish they like made the whole thing a car. You know what I mean? Like from the front to the back, because just having the front doesn't feel right. If that makes any sense.
Yeah, that's also what had me a little bit underwhelming, because it's like I saw the lead up to him doing the kick, and I was like, oh, okay, and then he just transformed using those front tires, and that was it.
Yeah,
and I'm like, this. I don't like this. I don't like this at all. I
was thinking like if he was like driving like the car like for the kick, like if the whole thing was the car, like him in there, like that would be so cool. But
I'm thinking of like Captain Falcon's final smash.
Yeah,
that would have been
cool. But no, it's not what we got, sadly. Oh well.
No. So apparently, of course, he's human. Disappeared at age 10. How do you think he ended up meeting BoonViolet? How did he end up off-world?
Yondu picked him up.
Yeah, Yondu picked him up. He was like, listen, I got to bring you to your daddy, but your daddy's an asshole, so I'm keeping you with me.
His dad's a planet? Sakito's dad is a whole ass planet?
Yeah, probably. Maybe.
Does he have an ego? Okay.
Have you seen that clip of like Michael Rooker doing like the lightning round Q&A?
Oh, that was so funny.
That's so funny if you haven't seen it going around. I'll see if I can find it. It's like the new way they should do. It's the new way they should do Q&As instead of having like fat sweaty nerds. They should do that at like Power Morphicon instead of having like dumb fucking questions come up. Although they're my favorite parts halfway through. I'll see if I can find it. Sorry, the derail for the 50th time.
How will his parents find out? Well, he's a Toku kid, so parents never factor into most Tokus anyway. Remember in Geats where Ace actually had parents during this lifespan and never cared about them whatsoever? Even during the Winter movie, he only cared about that dog. He didn't even care about the parents. Was right there by the house. It was just like, nope, don't care about my parents. Just care about this dog. If they're not Toku parents just out here getting the shaft. So yeah, I don't think they'll ever address like Sakito's parents. I don't even know how crazy they would actually dive into his backstory on how he ended up with things. That's why I'm still like in the headcanon of maybe it does tie into all this like Deca Ranger 20th anniversary stuff that we got going on this year. And he just ended up, stowing away in a spaceship.
I posted the Michael Rooker clip in the private chat if you want to have a look at it, Zio.
Take a look at it in a moment.
Oh, actually, I forgot I put those other Armor Hero ones in there for later if you want to talk about stuff.
We also have comic news to talk about. Interesting comic news.
I know.
Comic news.
Yeah. MMPR is never going to leave.
Ryan's locked in. He's never leaving Boom.
No, they're probably going to do a Godzilla 3 also.
Yeah, but he doesn't do that. I mean, Turtles 3 they could probably do. But yeah, I feel like as long as Ryan doesn't badmouth Hasbro or Boom, I feel like he's sticking around for a while.
Oh yeah.
All right, so let's see here. I know that there's some people that have speculated. Do you think we're going to get a love triangle between BoonViolet, Bunjiro, and Shirabe?
Yes, I'm calling it now.
Maybe.
I feel like it's going to be more like a
That
conga
entertainment.
line.
Conga line on who? Exactly.
Like
It's going to be a grease bet.
Yeah, are they going to
Like,
run the
I'm
boom boom train on Shida Bay? Like, is that what you're
BBC?
no. I feel like it's the other. I feel like they're either maybe both of them have a thing for Bondrio, or
Oh,
which will
okay.
be interesting enough as it is, or maybe Bundi will have a thing for Shirabei like Bondrio, of course, and Bondrio is going to be like, I want that.
Yeah, so that's what my theory is. Yeah.
Either way, it could be funny. I just hope it's something.
I mean, if Bundi pulls like a reverse, like Sagizo, what he did with Itasha this latest episode, and he does that to Shida Bay. If he does like the wall pound to Shida Bay, I'd be like, bet. Will we see Curry again? Because I haven't seen Boom Boom Curry in a while. Like it feels like it's been like over a month since we gotten some Curry in this show.
We need some.
Like Bundrio's been a little bit slacking when it comes to the Curry. Like, is that going to be the introduction? Like, is Ty going to invite them to the base? Are they going to crash into the base? Considering that they can track down the Boom Boom signal, I'm pretty sure that they could track down Ty's house. Considering he's got all the Boom Boom cars in there and they all emit the signal. So if he can track it, be like, oh, there it is. It's in here. Cool. When are they going to wear the new civilian outfits for the movie? I think that's going to come once we actually start getting into the BBG arc, which I'm hoping comes soon because we are, 16 episodes in. I expect the BBG arc to be something at the halfway point, just
in the 20s.
Yeah, just to end this thing in like episode 25, 26-ish, so like 10 episodes away. But I just don't know yet. It's just what I'm hoping for is that we actually do end up getting a BBG arc in the halfway point of the show before they dive really into all the Hashidian stuff. But that's another thing. Sakito seems to obviously know the Hashidians pretty well. He's talked to the bosses. He's talked to the other people in the crew because he got that sword. What do you think his how far up the hierarchy do you think Sakito's actually gotten in with the Hashidians for them to trust him enough with the delivery?
Probably pretty high up, considering like it looks like they're pretty familiar with him, or like he's familiar with them, enough. You know what I mean? So maybe he's knows the boss themselves, Because at the current moment, he's not like particularly super antagonistic towards either side,
Yeah, it's only Itasha and Decatura that did not know of him, but clearly, obviously, Cannonborg did. Because he's the one that requested the package. And even then, it's like, oh, yeah, you got any word from HQ? And they're like, you're doing a good job. Keep doing what you're doing.
Could also be lying out of his ass.
He could, but he still procured that package.
True, he did. He did get that package.
He still got it from Planet Reflector. Once again, we're getting some lore bombs, some seed plants here.
So, like, his whole thing about, packages, I feel like that plus will combo pretty well with, like, Boon Orange. Like, they might have, like, a Rival 3 episode or something. Because, procuring something, getting it to the right spot, I feel like that's, like, perfect for, like, either of them to get into, like, an argument over.
But that's the thing. It's like he's not exactly a delivery man. He's not exactly a procurer. He's just the cleaner. He just cleans up messes. The messier, the better. If there's chaos going around, then he's going to go ahead and fuck some shit up just to clean it up.
Yeah.
That's the only reason why he got involved in this fight, because he was just like, oh, there's a mess. I'm going to show y'all how it's done.
I just really want to see, like, more interactions with him and the gang. Just to see, like, how this is gonna work, because obviously he's not like an Aubrey killer, but like it's really hard to compare him to another six. There's not one off the top of my head I can say. It's like the like the aloof six that's so not really part of the team. The only one I can think of is like Tokyo Rokugo.
I don't know shit about that.
None of you watch Tokyo.
Yeah, I did not.
That's
so.
the one.
It's
I
good.
didn't make it past the train
It's good.
mecha, the
Trust me, it's
boner.
good.
I haven't made it that far into the
It
show.
wasn't a boner.
We'll see.
It
See.
was.
It was at full mass.
It was.
Just chugging, just straight up chugging,
Yeah.
like the train being ran on shit. I mean, what?
What? Zio, please, no. I don't want that image in their minds or my mind because someone's gonna make art of it, and it's gonna be your
It's
fault.
already out there.
Well, now it is, but
You know the rules.
Zio,
It already exists. It already exists.
You should.
Do you think it exists? It already exists. Trust me. It's
Yeah,
out
If
there.
you think about it, it's already been done. I get it.
Yep, it's been done multiple times.
I prefer
throw the den liner in there for good measure. Get a real train. Get a real train in that. Man, someone out here saying TokuTonic better than Dombros any day. What?
Wow. Well, I mean, I haven't finished.
Wait,
You know.
who's getting banned? Who did it?
I haven't seen TokuTonic finished it.
Bardpog's
so I
out
can't-
here with the Dombro slander.
Oh God. I mean, you're free to your opinion. I actually really enjoy TokuTonic, but I don't think it's as good as Dombros.
Thing is, I just couldn't get past that first episode.
It's the villains. Once you get to the villains, it's so.
Yeah,
good.
well, that's the thing. It's like
Wait, which show?
Sentais in general
TokuTonic.
are usually very character based. If you're not in it for the actual main team, you're in it for the villains. That's usually how it works when it comes to Sentai. That's their formula. That's always been their thing. But I really dislike the main cast. I just really could not get into the main
I can see how
cast.
they can come off as annoying, but like it kind of makes sense why they're that annoying. And I do like enjoy that aspect of it. And then later with the villain, it's Zio, trust me, like if you can get through it, it's pretty good. It's pretty good.
TokuTonic good.
It is
I
good.
think that's what we're talking about.
Yes.
I just got
Yeah,
to
someone
check my
said
watch.
TokuTonic.
Mark will be on.
better than
Sorry, not
Dombros.
Mark. Ash will be on my side about this one. TokuTonic good.
Like I never finished TokuTonic fully. I made it to the 30s, but that main villain needs
It's
something.
awesome, right?
I'll
So
know.
cool.
Yeah, Ash didn't get past the 30s. That tells me it's not good enough for him to finish.
Ooh.
Well, to be fair, build I stopped at the 40s. That's because I got busy.
Oh, come on. Zio, just give it a shot. That main villain, he's
Look, I'm already committing crimes tomorrow by watching Big Bad Beetleborgs and Power Rangers Samurai. So it's like
Zio,
I've already got a lot of my plate.
Zio,
Really
name
got-
a number. How many?
If it's not work that's killing me, it's going to be these shows tomorrow.
Zio, how many gifted subs so I could just make everyone have to watch TokuTonic?
I don't know. 100.
Really, that little? Okay.
I was gonna say, I was like, Cloudy, be like, really?
Well, I
Go.
mean, this man sneezes like hundos, like it's nothing. So
I don't, but okay, but I can do that.
He does. He does.
All right. So next topic of choice.
Cloudy's taxes.
no. Show us those returns.
It's the real bracket off me, Cloudy.
No one's allowed to see my taxes. I do them myself.
I don't like Beetleborgs. It's not that I don't like Beetleborgs. It's just I just remember as a kid not enjoying it, and I haven't seen it since. Now the thing is, I believe I got to a point where I blocked out the show from my memory because someone recently brought up a certain plot point of Big Bad Beetleborgs, and I was like, memory unlocked. Like it's like
It's
I
in
know
my Google
exactly what
Drive.
you're about.
You should check it out.
But
I have it
that's
in
what
my
we're watching.
Google
like,
It's literally what
flashbacks where
we're
you just, like-
watching on Toku Rewind. It's literally
Oh, you watch it, baby.
yes.
Wow. I
Oh.
started watching it again because I was curious, and I was like, because I finished Mystic Knights, and I was like, oh, this show's ass.
Oh, Tyrannosaurus?
Yeah, it's so bad.
That's a good one. I like that one.
No, it's bad.
I like
The
it.
acting in the beginning. I don't know.
I'm
how I was
watching
obsessed
Mirror
with
Man
that
right now.
kid.
Actually.
As a kid, I really enjoyed it, except for the terrible scenes in which they would be on like their little vehicle and they'd have that shitty like green screen background where the guys that were chasing them weren't even properly centered. I just remembered nonstop like shit talking that scene with my older brother every time we would see it. Like it was the funniest shit on earth.
I have some of the toys of one of my totes in my bedroom. I got to put them on display. I'm redoing all my displays recently, and I'm like, oh, I should put some of the Mystic Knights stuff out, and I'll put some of my Beetleborg stuff out. And then I was like, I should rewatch Mystic Knights. It's been a while.
They made toys for Mystic Knights.
They've released toys for season 2 and then they canceled the show. There was stuff that never showed up.
They had nice little armor change outs and shit. Like I remember those toys.
They had dragons and like
I've only seen one episode.
They had fake Beast Wars Megatron in there.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, I only saw
Ash,
one.
You have the Google Drive, right, Ash?
Pardon?
You have the
Drive. I do have the Drive. It's just I only saw one episode of Knights of Chernobog because I'd never aired properly in Australia. Like I saw one episode during the 2001 Olympics because they decided to be like, okay, school holidays, not enough children's programming. We're going to have like the Olympics, or not the Olympics. We're going to have some extended TV shows in the morning, and Knights of Chernobog, along with like Digimon Season 1 and Big Bad Beetleborgs were there as well. And that's the only time I saw it.
Really?
They gassed up.
Yeah, that one episode.
So much. It got McDonald's toys out here.
It did.
That's how much they're gassing that show up.
I have them still in the
bag.
The promos that they had for Mystic Knights had me way more interested in anything to watch. Like I was more curious about that than the latest Power Rangers episodes, especially once they threw in like the 5th night, the one that has like the forest powers and shit. I was just like, let's go. I was actually very obsessed with that show when I was a kid.
I wish I had more time when I was back home to go through my actual like storage unit on the farm, because my aunt franchised out of McDonald's back in the day. So she used to keep all the toy displays. So I have like the Pokemon displays, the Beanie Baby ones, the Power Ranger ones, Mystic Knights. I have all those actual displays still with the toys. And I was like, yeah, I'm going to sell those one day for money. Now I'm like, I'm going to display them as a flex.
I mean, VR Troopers also got like McDonald's toys as well. I remember getting a shitty like kaleidoscope thing from McDonald's for VR Troopers.
Yeah, the little medallion one around the neck with the little gem. Yeah, I remember that.
So,
did any of you guys watch the Cyber Samurai something or other?
Superhuman.
No, I already heard you guys killed yourself on the Discord watching it.
I got that. Yeah. I mean, it had Tim Curry in it, but it's so bad.
Yeah,
but I remember that being so high. I still have toys for that too, because I think at the time, I don't know why, when I was a kid, it was good. Yeah, it was like Superhuman Samurai Cyber Squad.
It was on a competing network. I was too much of a Fox Kids purist, so I was like, I'm not changing the channel on this. I had a fucking dial on my TV, and just to make sure that it was picking up the reception well, I had to put some tape on that shit. So you know how hard it was changing the dial on the TV and then putting it back and making sure that it was right? Terrible.
From a 90s adaptation standpoint for Gridman, I feel like it wasn't a bad adaptation. It just aged poorly. Completely. Like it's almost like a time capsule show. Yeah, no, because Cloudy hates it.
Left.
Yeah. Just didn't like it.
I will not be watching Teenager Alien Fighters from Beverly Hills. I have that also, and it's so bad.
Zio, I don't know what it's like for you, but it's like 83 degrees up here right now.
Well, like I mentioned before, like I have my AC set to 80. It just won't shut off. But because of the way that my thermostat is, the downstairs is blistering cold, so I'm good, but the upstairs is still fucking hot. So it's actually pretty cool here in the room. But then I know the second I open that door and go upstairs, it's going to be like a punch in the face with the heat.
The key lights are not helping.
These definitely don't. These definitely don't, and that's why I'm like,
I'd be
I'm about to change like my setting because I'm like, oh man, I'm getting shiny because I'm sweating, and I have the AC set to 63, and it just shut off, and then it turned back on.
Yeah, I had to turn down my my contrast and brightness on my settings, or else it's just like way too much shine. Way too much shine.
I had to lower it a bit. I was like, damn.
So anything else for Boom Boomger we got going on? Anything you guys want to discuss regarding it?
Yeah.
I mean,
so for toys, in case anyone's wondering, the Yudo Wave 2 is not coming out until November. So I don't know. And it's gonna be 14 boxes, so that's 7 figures. So I'm like, what the hell's gonna be in that? Because there's never that big of a gap, because the Yudos came out last month in May. They never then there's never that big of a gap between them. Like King-Ohger only had like a 4-month, not even a 4-month gap. It was like 2 or 3 months. So I'm like, who else are they going to include? You got to wait until November for BoonViolet. And I'm like, who else are they going to include in this then?
More racers. Maybe BoonViolet has his own team.
Because, well, that's what I'm thinking, because they haven't done any villains at all since, I mean, we got one of the minions for Zenkaiser, and that was it. They haven't done any villains in a long time for Candy Toys since, like, I think Rio Soldier, even, or before Rio Soldier, maybe. And so I'm just like, what are the other 5 figures going to be then?
It could be the Team Rocket trio, maybe.
I'm
Mad
hoping,
Rex. Mad Rex and Cannonball, maybe.
That's what I was hoping, because we need, like, that's one of the downsides. Even Commoner has been doing the same thing with their Candy Toys. They stopped doing the minions. They stopped doing villains unless they were rider villains. And I'm just like, man, like 01 and Saber had almost every villain in this, and like major villain was like included. So I'm not sure, but November is a long ways away for a second set.
So people keep asking if we watched the Ultraman ARC press conference, and my answer to that is no, I did not.
I watched a bunch of clips on Twitter before we went live, and I'm impressed. Someone made some what is it called? They made some references to the armor to Knights of the Zodiac. So I was like, okay. It's like Saint Seiya stuff. And I was like, I like that. Like, and they're like, yeah, it looks like this and that. And I'm like, you know what? That's very accurate. And I was like, if that is Saint Seiya inspired, I'm like, give me more, because I can see it. But looks like it's gonna be good.
I mean, I'll have to check out the press conference later just to see if it'll pique my interest. Of course, I'll still be watching it anyway, because it'll end up being part of the Superhero Time lineup on my Sunday streams anyway. So I'll still end up watching it regardless of how I feel about it.
And it'll be better than Gachard, so
it could
have 2 good things to watch.
I mean, at least I can't like say that an Ultraman plotline won't be completely boggled with corporate mandates. So
plus also think about this way, like there's no filler because it's 24, 25 episodes. It starts
2 weeks.
Yeah. Well, the next week is the preview episode. They're doing a preview episode next week.
And then the week after, I think it's the official premiere.
Yeah. Looks good. I like the suit.
I'll definitely watch it.
I hate that they went back to symmetrical suits though. Like, because I kind of like the non-conformist, like, oh, okay, it's, you know, completely symmetrical. I was like, oh, I kind of like this. Blazar kind of changed the mold for how a suit could look, and then they're like, no, let's go back to classic designs,
I guess.
Yeah, so essentially we might do what we did with the first set of episodes of Blazar, because the first episode was essentially go live like an hour before we go live.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So probably check that out.
Yeah, I gotta wake up early to watch that, because that's the thing. Like Blazar starts like 30 minutes before we go live, so I don't know if you'd want to push
very
back
short window.
Well, the thing is, it says because it says 9 a.m. JST, so that would literally be an hour before we go live.
Yeah,
yeah.
So it would end like 30 minutes before we go live.
Mm-hmm.
Which I don't think it would be too bad, right?
Now
we could still discuss it a little bit.
Do you think we're gonna get memes like we did with Blazar's first couple episodes?
I hope the fishing rod pole thing.
That was
great.
Have to wait and see. Apparently, the intro was shown in the presser, and most people are meh on it.
It's not bad. I mean,
I haven't heard the song yet, so
like when you really think about all the Ultraman intros, like there's only a few that are like in the upper echelon of just these are peak intros, you know.
Most of them tend to just hover around pretty good. Like most Ultraman shows, like have a pretty decent opening. But like other than that, like there's a couple that are just like they hit really hard.
I'm listening to it now just to see.
Oh, I should probably pull it up. Listen to it as well. What's the name for it?
Jump through the sky. Jumping through the sky.
Oh, jumping through the sky.
If you're in
they always do flash
the Discord, it's literally like the first thing when you go into Ultraman server. I mean, Ultraman spoilers.
I cannot use.
I like the two armors they showed so far because they showed the Solus armor and the Luna armor. They look really cool.
Well, it's Cosmo coded, so if it's like Cosmos, it should only be 3. It should only have the solar, the lunar, and then the fused.
Yeah.
But if assume it may not be, so it could have more. Maybe it'll have like a planetary system. I don't know.
Why is everybody saying that this shit sucks?
No, it's not. It doesn't suck. It's just
they're mad on it apparently. Anyway, jumping
that beat. Look, at least the beat drops. It ain't like fucking Be the One.
Honestly, the keytar looks me on it. I'm not gonna
lie. Be the One, I think, is actually one of the worst Kamen Rider openings. You can all hate me for that later.
I completely agree. I completely agree. So
it's just so unimpactful. Like it's just there. You know what I mean? It's just kind of just there. Hold on, let me go listen to this.
It's a good song. It's a good song. I like it.
It's an Ultraman intro. Like that's what it is. That's it. Like you listen to this, you're like, oh yeah. If someone was like, hey, what do you think this intro to? Kamen Rider, Super Sentai, or Ultraman? Someone's gonna be like, oh, this is Ultraman. It's like, yeah.
How do you feel about the forums showing up like when his light meter's running low? Essentially, it's like a critical, like
I like
when
that.
the stats low. So
it's kind of like an all-out thing. It's like, okay, you're either gonna power down or it's like just one last Hail Mary to like get the fight over with. And I was like, it'll be interesting when he's in those fights where even the armor isn't enough. Mm-hmm. So if it does go down that road, it's like we'll get some good fights probably.
I just hope they keep that, and it's not a thing that like later he can just use the armors at will. You know what I mean?
Once he gets strong enough, yes, he can.
Yeah. God.
Or he gets an item that just completely just keeps him at like one sliver of HP.
I'm trying to see. I wonder if we're getting a dub of this, like a simulcast dub, like we did.
I thought they said they were gonna do that because we heard the dub. Because in the trailer that we got previously, it did have the dub voices on there already, and we have a dub cast already announced.
I haven't looked at anything other than like clips of the press conference, and other than when the changer was shown. Other than that, I have just been out of the loop on it for, obvious reason. I haven't really been online much.
No, we are getting a dub. We are getting a dub from what I.
Johnny Bosch does all the voices. I need grunting.
No, again. It's not Johnny this time. Johnny.
It's he literally sounds like a kid.
Yeah, this is a solid 7.5. I would say this is pretty good.
It's not bad. Like I say, it's not the best, but it's like it's an Ultraman theme song for sure.
Yeah,
I like it better than Gotchard's openings.
Yeah. Well, that's not too hard to do. I'm not gonna lie. Although the funny thing is, it's like, God, that's gonna be a blemish on those bands. It's a blemish and a half on those bands.
It's like I went in hype because of Back On, and then they threw in
Flow. They got Flow in there.
Oh my God! It's like you're bringing back everybody just coming in. Why y'all?
Rider chips came in as well.
Now, to be fair, Gotcha Fire grew on me after a while.
Oh no, that was fine. I just meant like they got like a powerhouse team of musicians for this soundtrack. I was expecting everything to hit hard. You know what I'm saying? Except for Beverly, which ironically, I still like the Beverly song more than I liked the two.
I still don't like that song, so
I don't know. I feel like Rising Fighter is pretty good.
All right, so moving on, we got a weird announcement like a few days back for Arc Survival Ascended. It's funny, coming off the heels of one Power Ranger video game, we get another one that gets thrown in there. The thing is, I haven't played Arc at all. Like it's something that always pops up as like play it. And
is it it's the dinosaur game, right?
Yeah.
The Arc. Yeah.
Okay, I've played that a bit, quite a bit actually.
I played it a lot. Yeah, back when I was still doing
Gonna have
video game
D&D out
reviewing and
here
journalism, I
to bring this shit.
played the shit out of that for videos.
Yeah, this was a
Fun
one.
game.
I kind of want to go back to it.
The thing is just like I just found the way that everything moves just being so bad.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's like supposed to support massive amounts of people all at once.
Like it doesn't work. Like it feels very stiff in the movements, and I was like completely turned off by that. Plus the proportions for the torso to like maybe that's just how they are in the game themselves, like how every model is.
Oh gosh.
Yeah,
these are definitely reskins. They're not full built from the ground up models because like the T-Rex just moves weird.
I get that the second I saw the saber-toothed tiger and saw how small it was. Like like when you look at this tiny ass saber-toothed tiger, I'm just like the proportions on this are completely off. You just reskinned whatever was Man, that's literally going to be a foot going up an ass.
Yeah,
like just completely tearing in a whole new inside in there.
Well, the
thing about
that Triceratops looks a little big.
Yeah. No, the thing about Ark is too, it's very easy to play from a standpoint of you can literally open up a console menu even on like PC or console. You can enter codes and just get whatever you want.
Tiny it is. It's so fucking small.
That's I feel like the Mastodon's the only like
properly sized one
of all of them. Yeah.
Yeah. Because they just reskinned the animals they got on here. Yeah.
Yeah, because the T-Rex is just they didn't know how to reskin it, so like the head didn't look weird and the arms look weird on it, and the pterodactyl looks good too, and like Triceratops are right, but it's like the T-Rex is just. But the funny thing is like everyone's already like, "Where's a Dragon Zord? Why is it like no? Like that's not a dinosaur." Like
well, no, there are dragons in Ark. It's just
they did other, but it's like one of the things. It's like, why should there be like? They're not going to go. This is just a quick cash grab. Ark has gone through so many iterations over the years since it came out, where they've done like Ark. That one update was like Survival Ascended. Then there was another version before Survival Ascended, and now
mechs, the robots.
They're constantly reinventing the game and like kind of re-releasing it with big major updates, kind of like a Minecraft style type thing. This just there's no real longevity to this DLC. Honestly, it'll look cool. I'll probably check it out because I have the game anyways. I like playing it. It's fun, but it
looks interesting for sure.
I mean, I do like the realistic textures on the Zords. Like if the scaling was done correctly and this was a whole different game, then I would say like I really dig the realistic approach to the Megazord versus a stylistic choice for this. If they completely committed to making a Power Rangers game with art style that would lend itself towards some realism, to stylize realism, then hey, it could work.
Mm-hmm. You guys think a Comrade game would work?
Yeah, the games are fun. That's it. Like Ark is a fun game. It's basically like Minecraft, 7 Days to Die, Conan, Exile stuff. It's basically that, but it's a lot of fun. It just I don't see like this DLC is not going to bring people into it. Honestly, like this, like there's a lot of people I see already feeling, oh man, maybe I should play this game. It's like, dude, I hyped this game when it came out, but I said, hey, like there's no, like this isn't a game you're gonna be playing for like a year or 2 years.
Also, Ark is not a small game; it is a very massive game. So some people who don't have the space will probably just pass over it.
I know. I remember because I got it when it was like the PS4. That was a hard drive killer. And now the PS5,
I'm also like, this game's been out for years.
There's like the community's already established. Like, they're not.
It's been like 5-6 years probably.
But this is Hasbro trying to show that they are a video games company by shifting a lot of their approach to video games. Now it's like we're literally seeing the fruits of everything that we discussed previously.
I thought we were like Hasbro was giving up on making anything Power Rangers, really. At least like.
Well, the thing is, it's just like they themselves said that what they wanted to do was they didn't care about being a toy company anymore. They wanted to be a video game company. And it's because the president of Hasbro now comes from Xbox Games Division. So he's a games guy. He came in from a games company. So his goal seems to be steering Hasbro in the video games direction versus the previous president who, was a more visionary and he had aspirations of like the big screen with a lot of their stuff. So yeah, it's pretty much the same shit that we were discussing last week when it comes to the direction that Power Rangers is likely going to end up going, is having more of a presence in the video game scenery than it could have in just a regular show scene. And you know what? I'm like, look, if you give me an original Power Rangers game,
that's fun.
That's actually good, and it's not Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Like, you could literally make your own Rangers when you're working with this. You don't have to worry about, like, actually spending the money on making costumes and shit like that, or stunt choreography or anything like that, because you're making it specifically for a video game. Then sky's kind of the limit in terms of what they could make.
Games.
Talking about Hasbro and how they're focusing on games and how they could really make
what we talked about last week.
I'm still mad there's so many with the rise of TCGs right now. Like, no offense to that board game that was from Renegade Studio, like that's too much. I don't like, because that's a tabletop, like almost like a D&D's type thing where it's like, when's the last time you and like 6 people actually hung out in person and had more than 5 hours to actually play one thing?
Every Saturday.
Listen,
I mean,
Cloudy,
next Sunday I'm going to a cookout, but we ain't.
That's different. That's a cookout. That's a cookout.
Like,
okay, cookout.
Yeah, every Saturday I have the indie night.
Well, okay. For those of us who are old,
I'm old.
Older.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't have time to dedicate 6-7 hours into a like tabletop night, especially when I used to do that with Warhammer when I worked at Game Workshop and stuff like that. Like, I don't have time for that kind of stuff. I need a video game. Give me a video game. That's what I need.
I love Warhammer Night as well.
I mean, I barely have time for video games right now.
I still have the complete vampire count from when I worked there because I had a discount, so I just bought all the vampire count stuff.
Oh,
I mean, I have gotten the Discord server back into Among Us, so I can't really talk though.
I know. I see you online on the Switch all the time on Among Us.
Well, if it's not me playing Among Us, it's typically my son playing Among Us because he's obsessed with that and got me into the game. And
I almost got Bacon to win. I almost got him to win. It was close.
Oh, did you guys have 2 imposters?
No, I was just trying to get him to win. I knew immediately it was him, so I was just like, all right, how do I get him to kill these guys?
It's a fun game. It's a fun game.
Yeah, I played a little bit.
I mean, I didn't play it when it was at its peak. I'm playing it now only.
Yeah.
But that's about it.
No, I played it when it was at its peak for like about a month or two during 2020.
So, Power Rangers Among Us skins when?
There's a lot
Power Rangers Arc game right now.
I mean, that's literally what we just got done talking about.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, I was hanging out the washing.
There was like an Arc 2 trailer.
There is an
while
Arc
back with Vin.
No, Arc 2 is where the Power Rangers DLC is on.
Oh, okay.
That's what the Ascended. That's technically, like I said, they had iterations of it where they just rename it's Arc and then Ascended, Survival. Like they're all different ones. It's just they don't put a number on
Survival Ascended is the one that this is for.
Yeah.
With
I think the first one was like
tiny
Survival
saber-tooth
Evolved
tiger.
or something. Yeah.
I'm just imagining.
But yeah,
it's the saber-tooth.
Well, like I said, the final thought, it's not going to bring in a bunch of play. A lot of people are going to pick it up, try and make content from it that are like, Toku content creators. But it's like,
if they got a PC that can run it, Arc's a pretty heavy game.
It is. That's why all the videos they showed were on PS5 because I ran out my PC and I'm just like,
I'll get it on my PS5 and check it out.
Yeah. I'll have to use like game footage for like the PS5
doing out here super chatting.
Oh, Lego.
I've heard Fortnite coming this year. That's what the story is.
Yeah, Zygo asked Power Rangers is supposed to be coming to Fortnite as well next year.
I thought it was this year, but yeah.
Yeah,
but
did they talk about that last year for this year?
this year. Because Bat in the Sun posted
Is it still going to be Mighty Morphin though?
Oh, Bat
Yes.
and the
Oh,
Sun
hell
posted
yeah,
it.
you
Never
know it's
mind.
gonna be Mighty Morphin.
Bat in the Sun posted a thumbnail thinking that their Street Fighter costumes were going to be in the game, and they're like, "Oh my god!" Because they used Legacy of Nerds thumbnail, and they like thought, "Oh my god, our Street Fighter costumes are going to be in the game," and everyone laughed at him because it was Bat in the Sun, because it's
As they
Bat in the
should.
Sun.
Yeah.
I'm curious to see, like, are you gonna play as like the civilians and then you can morph in game, or
No,
Just-
they're not going to put that much detail into it.
Some of them
No.
do. Some of them get that.
Yeah,
but
but
it's
this is
Hasbro
Power
Power
Rangers. You
Rangers.
know what people know
Yeah.
from Power Rangers? They know the suits.
Mighty Morphin.
They don't know the actors.
Yeah.
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 Plus, when they give us Jason instead of Rocky, I'm like, what the hell is this?
Mhm.
Fair.
If I play as
Oh.
Jason and MMPR Fortnite, I'm just going to steal all the gold from my squad members and
Oh my freaking god. Okay.
You're like, hey,
so
Mark,
what
we're
gonna
going to
take
open
a
this
suit.
test. I have a deal for you.
And
suit
do
do you
quick
want
tax
in
write.
Fortnite? If it's not MMPR, right? What is the suit that you would ideally want in that game? Because I'm thinking Zio could look nice.
Zio or
Time
Mega Force,
Force.
Super Mega Force.
Yeah, Time Force would be cool.
King-Ohger.
Quantum Ranger?
Power Rangers in space.
In space.
If we're doing in space, they have to have VR gliders as a
Yes.
traversal object.
Yep.
Absolutely
It
necessary.
would. Yeah, definitely. That
And
would-
then you throw in the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and you have them on the
Mm.
hang gliders as well.
What
Well,
was,
when TMNT had their crossover, they would have like the hoverboard, and
They
that
had
would
the
be their
skateboard,
the skateboard hoverboard, and that was really fun.
But I mean,
What was
they
that?
actually crossed over within space, though.
what
Yeah,
was that
I know.
season for Hasbro did? The Beast, was it Beast More, whatever one?
Beast Morphers,
I like those
yeah.
suits. Yeah, I like
Morphers?
those suits.
Oh yeah, those are good.
Yeah, from Go Busters, those suits.
Mhm.
Those
I
are
like
solid
those ones.
suits.
Yeah, I actually tried watching that show while it was airing, and I was like, "Oh, these suits are pretty good."
Yeah,
They're
they
good.
made them for an American audience, and lo and behold, they were like,
Yeah.
"We don't want them. We don't
Yeah,
want
and
them."
I was like, "Why these suits? Those suits
They were
are
great. Except for the bugs, the insect, the animal themes. Like I remember the Beat Busters, specifically. How the heck is one of the beetles is a mantis?
Someone said
praying
Cosmic Fury. Listen, those suits
Yeah.
already looked like low quality freaking Fortnite skins in that show.
That's
Those
like
suits
when
were
they
so
had, that's like when
Netflix pulled
Fortnite
out.
had John Wick. They didn't have John Wick, so they had discount John Wick, and then they actually got the
Yeah.
rights to John Wick.
I like how they made
That
those
is-
suits just so they can make toys cheaper, and then we never got toys for those
Yeah.
suits. So
There's this
It's at
one
the
guy.
point now where I feel bad making fun of freaking Power Rangers nowadays.
There's this one guy that would always comment in like me or Josh's videos saying, "I can't wait for those Cosmic Fury toys," and we never got them.
Yeah, we got what?
Except for that bad
we can
mecha.
count on one. We got a bad mecha, a bad morpher, and that was it.
and clearance prices.
And we got the roleplay kit for the Zenith Ranger, where it was like
Oh,
his
yeah.
little sword staff
Oh,
thing,
yeah.
and yeah,
Yes, you
So
get
three
the
things. We got
reused
three things.
mask that was already there for Dino
Yeah.
Fury, just with the changed color. And it's just like,
Yep.
oh, there you go. That's it.
Yep.
they still have stacks of those at the Target that I go to, like on clearance. No one buys them.
They're completely off the planograms now, since Walmart and Target and all of them have already reset their entire
Yeah.
toy departments.
They're
not
on
even
the-
on the planograms.
They're on the clearance shelf now. You know how they have the end cap for clearance. Well, some Targets, our Targets do clearance end caps, and they're just on the clearance one with some Wakanda Forever toys, a whole bunch of Star Wars stuff, and some Lego stuff that didn't sell.
It's just like Evil Blue looked better than any other suit in that entire like the new.
Well, yes,
suits.
because
Yeah.
they redid that one suit from Rue Soldier, so
Yeah.
of course, it had more going
then-
on.
Kit Basham
The
too.
other suits were so bad, so
Mhm.
bad.
I'm still
So-
like the padded fake muscles are still like
It
a
looks like
baffling decision.
styrofoam. They look
Yeah.
like styrofoam. So- And then, of course, once and always was a thing. 'Cause, like that I wish we could talk about that more.
Why?
I mean that would imply that that there's a proper plan for Power Rangers and there isn't. 'Cause
Yeah.
I forgot most of it already. So
'Cause the
you know, like-
introduction.
I was going to say Once and Always is on YouTube, like the entire thing, and it has not been taken down.
Really?
But it's not even by
Yeah.
Hasbro. It's by some third
They
party.
don't even care. Yeah.
Even
they don't
Netflix
care.
is just like, I don't give a fuck.
No,
Yeah.
but Netflix doesn't. Why do you think they stopped the whole
Netflix is
deal?
like, we
with
got our
Hasbro?
money.
Like, oh. They're like, sorry, we got to give WWE all the money starting January, so like, we don't have time for Power Rangers anymore.
I'd be curious to see exactly what the numbers were in like the behind the scenes for Netflix, even though like Once and Always was trending like top 10 when it came out.
Yeah, when it came out.
Yeah,
It was
but
trending for
then
a
it
couple
died
days.
in like 3 days.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, I had people I know who aren't in any of that stuff that are the same age as me. They're like, "Oh man, that Power Ranger got the original blue back and this and that. Like that's pretty cool." And like, so it got all the people in our age range that were like around when MMPR was airing. But it's like they didn't follow up with it. Good. It didn't get a good follow up. There's no. You got to capitalize when you get that hype behind it.
It
But
should have
Netflix don't
really
care.
ended with some sort of cliffhanger being like, watch the next shit. Because that's the thing, is like a lot of Netflix shows in general usually have like a FOMO element to their endings that leave you going like, I gotta check out the next thing. When's the next thing coming out? A year? Fuck.
That's how I'm with Ultraman Rising right now. I'm like, Netflix didn't greenlight a freaking part 2 sequel yet. I was like,
Don't spoil it. I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah, I haven't seen it yet. Shut up.
I would not spoil it. I'm not spoiling it. I'm just saying watch it. It's
Well,
on
it
Netflix
was
for
great.
everybody.
I might have been jumping back in the Final Fantasy VII Rebirth again. So
Oh, that's valid, honestly. You need to finish
because
that
I
game.
finally got my replacement chords for riffing.
I've already seen it, and I'm on Elden Ring train right now.
Yeah,
I'm
I
playing
need to jump back to
Pokemon
Elden
Mystery
Ring as
Dungeon
well.
on the Switch because I have no
Nice.
other
I want
games
to
to
play
play right now.
Pokemon
besides-
Rogue before Nintendo shuts it down.
Ash,
Which
I gotta
one?
warn you about
Oh, Rogue. Oh,
Ash.
If
you're gonna
had
play
a
the
real
DLC,
good Nintendo Direct this week, so
Can we talk about the Nintendo Direct?
It was good.
Welcome to the
Yeah.
quick Nintendo Power Hour, guys, where we talk about the Legend of Link.
all right. Your options are Nintendo Direct or more guitar talk.
Let's talk about Nintendo Direct, please.
All right.
For 500, Alex.
There's the video game announcements in general this last month have been very good. Like Xbox's showcase, I was like, ooh. Then Nintendo came out, and I was like,
we're
yeah,
getting
they're
Marvel
giving us
vs.
so much.
Capcom on all platforms now.
Yes.
Not all
Make sure you buy a
platforms.
physical copy. Not
There's no Xbox. Not Xbox.
Not
Not
Xbox. Yes,
Xbox.
you're right. You know what? All the
Guys.
ones that
And
matter.
technically, it's on PS5 via backwards compatibility
Yes.
because PS4.
Yep.
I mean,
Buy a
it's-
physical
I'm
copy.
saying-
I'm just saying it right now. Buy
yeah,
a physical
but
copy.
what I'm excited about, all the platforms that it matters on. It's there.
Hey.
Except Xbox. Xbox fans are mad.
Yeah.
I'm not one of
I'm
them.
not. I'm
I
not
don't
because I'm
care.
not going to play.
No,
on
some of
Xbox.
them
My
are. It's
Xbox
like I
is
got a
streaming
fight
box.
stick only on Xbox. Like it's well, that's too bad.
Yeah,
So sad.
And people are the Xbox fight sticks work on PC,
They work
Like-
out. You can just plug them in, right?
and there's an adapter so they could work on the Switch.
Look, I
and
was
the
surprised there
PlayStation
was a
also.
new Mario
Work on
and Luigi
PS5
game
too, if
after
you
they
wanna get
shut down Alpha
Right?
Dream.
Yeah, yeah.
was-
We don't even know
that
who's
caught me
working
off
on
guard.
this one.
No, and the thing is, it's like the fact that they captured the essence of the original Mario and Luigi. I was like, at first, I was like, "Is this a remake? This is a really,
That's what
this
I
is a lot
thought.
of effort for a remake." And then the more I kept seeing of it, I'm like, "No, this shit's new. This from not from any game
Yeah.
I've played." And then they showed the logo, and I was like, "Brother shit, damn."
I'm excited because I loved Bowser's Inside Story. So, oh god, give me more.
I wanted another Luigi Mansion. I wanted Luigi Mansion 4.
Well, the thing is, it's
I
like
love those games so much.
they're getting all the Luigi's Mansions out the way, which
Yeah.
is why we're finally getting like Luigi's
Yeah.
Mansion,
Two,
like on,
yeah.
just so we can
And,
get them all
and every
in
time
there.
I watch Nintendo Direct, I'm just like, okay, Diddy Kong Racing DX when? Like that's the only but 7 years, 6 years now I've been waiting.
You're
I'm
just
like,
counting it down.
just give us Diddy Kong. Just give me Diddy
Yeah.
Kong.
Well, now that they
Kong.
got the Donkey Kong Returns out the ways,
Yeah.
Mhm.
there's potential. There's potential.
All the
Yeah.
RPGs that we're getting, oh god, I don't have the
Yeah,
time
look,
to invest.
Right
in all
now, like the Switch is the RPG king. I think it's officially
Yeah.
dethroned the
Yeah.
PS2 with
Mhm.
all the amounts of RPGs it's got.
Did it dethrone
of
the
it.
PS1?
We're
though?
getting a remake of. Oh, sorry, God.
PS1.
Yes,
had
I
a
would
lot
say.
of
I would
JRPGs.
say. Yeah, but the PS1 quality of JRPGs are not as well known as PS2s.
Yeah.
Because remember the visuals for the PS1 era
Yeah.
were kind of like hit or miss.
I mean,
And
a lot of
PS2
times
did
they
1
don't.
and 2, Vandal Hearts 1 and 2, Vagrant Story, like all these peak ones no one really cared about.
Final Fantasy X and 10-2.
Mm-hmm.
But that's not PS1.
No, I was talking about PS2. Those are great.
PS2. No, PS2 had more mainstream ones. I think that was like more commercial successful RPGs than anything compared to the PS1.
We're
We
getting
also
Dragon
get
Quest 1
Fantasian.
and 2
We
and
get
3.
Yeah. Fantasian. We get like like a Sakaguchi's like Apple Arcade Stut game. Finally,
Wait,
leaving.
Curiosity, Zio, do you want to talk about each game we're getting one by one? Because we're kind of just going on about all the rest.
Well, I mean, it's just literally. I'm buying a good chunk of those games.
I can't believe they made Zelda a girl.
Do you
like
have
they gender swapped Zelda?
Yes.
I'm glad Zelda's finally Zelda. I'm tired of people pointing at. Is that Zelda? No, that's Link. Then why is it called Legend of Zelda? Now I can finally say it's a Zelda game. I'm playing a Zelda game.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. And honestly, it's like it looks fun too because that art style for that like game design. I was like, okay, that's gonna be fun. I'm a Zelda fan, but I'm not the biggest like Zelda fan. Like I still haven't played Breath of the Wild 2 or any of those other ones, whatever it was called. So I was like, oh, I'm gonna play this though.
You gonna play the new Metroid?
I still need to play the other Metroid Prime.
I'm not a Metroid fan. I'm not a Metroid fan. Never have been. Never played any of the Prime games. I stopped playing them post Super Nintendo. I
think you're missing out. Like Metroid Dread.
I'm excited. It's really going to be fun.
I want to get. I still need to get Dread because
I prefer like 2D Metroid versus 3D Metroid. So
I can see that. I like them both because they both have their own different appeal. But you know,
like give me a third-person perspective, then I'm in.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like Metroid looks good, but it's like that's just not my cup of tea.
Not your cup of tea. That's fine.
No.
I'm more excited of the several Dragon Quest games we're getting.
The thing is, it's like we knew about 3, and then when they like had that like scroll away, and they showed 1 and 2 going to be bundled together, HD 2D, and I'm like, bet, okay.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Because the thing is, it's like I started 3 way back in the day, but I never got past it. And the thing is, if you've played Dragon Quest 11 all the way to the end,
yep,
you get a little tease, and I was just like, oh, I gotta play 3 now.
11 was amazing.
It was. None of the people talk about 11.
Really? I thought they didn't stop talking about 11 when it officially came out.
When it came out, but you know how like some people like continue to like because it was one of those things. Oh, new games out. Let's stop. Like right now, no one's talking about Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth anymore.
True, but you know what I think
about like, 11? New games are out.
The issue with 11 was there was a lot of people that I found out played 11, beat the game, and were so dissatisfied with the ending. They didn't do the after story, which is the real ending of the game.
I'm just like the best part. The Eric.
Yes, you literally hit the halfway point when you see the credits roll. That's the halfway point of the game. There's a whole nother game after that.
It's so good too. It's really solid.
Mega just said in chat we should all play Mario Party on stream, and I was like, it does have online. That would be entertaining.
Especially now that you can do more than 4 players, because that was the limitation we had with Mario Party before.
I know.
It's like who can get in on time? How am I going to get canceled this time by playing video games on Twitch? So,
I feel like
it's Mario Party. All of us will be.
Yeah.
You guys can tell me there's a hot take or not, but I feel like Dragon Quest games are like the quintessential like RPG experience. Like there's no better if you like RPG, there's no better like experience.
That's a very good take. Danny would agree with you, Geekton would agree with you. Like he's a huge Dragon Quest guy.
I'm not saying like
he will flame you if you don't play Dragon Quest. He will.
The only one I would say that kind of died out and it was Breath of Fire. Those were another like.
I love the Breath of Fire games. Breath of Fire is coming back. I think it was like what was it 5 or so years ago? They were like Breath of Fire is coming back, and it's just like, oh, it's a mobile game. Ain't nobody gonna play this shit. Nope. Ain't nobody gonna play this shit.
Yeah, no. That's why I was like, really, that's what they're doing. Because like, those were the ones I was playing. Like I liked Final Fantasy as a kid, but I was always like Breath of Fire, Dragon Quest, and then Zelda, and then it was like random stuff. Vandal Hearts 1 and 2, I think, are 2 of the most perfect RPGs ever.
I was a Dragon Quest Pokemon games. Like I love those.
I was a bigger Phantasy Star fan than I was Final Fantasy fan when I was a kid.
Oh, okay.
That's a franchise I need to see come back.
PSO?
That'd be nice.
Also, bring back Skies of Arcadia.
I'm just excited that we're getting another Secret of game. at some point.
It's like for 2000. I got you, CO. I mean, you were the one that got me canceled the first time, my guy. So
Listen, it wasn't
That's
during
true.
it wasn't during Mario Party though. It was
yeah, no, it was Jackbox. It was Jackbox.
Although from what I understand, that last Mario Party game got heated.
Yes,
Yeah, very.
they
heated.
always get heated. It's Mario
Oh, yeah.
Party. You end friendships with a
When you
lot
could-
of these games. Bring
This
back
is
Legend
like,
Street.
When you
guys,
steal
we're playing
stars
Mario
from people,
Party the
it's
next
over.
next TokuTonic shift. We're playing Mario Party. Last TokuTonic shift episode, everyone.
Loser has to review Gachard.
When we have like a really slow news night, it's literally just all right. So we're gonna be playing
Episode
Mario
100,
Party.
we're playing Mario Party, and that's how we end the friendship.
Right.
Yeah,
What if
we're
that's
playing
a-
Mario Party on the stream. I'll reconnect the fucking capture card and
all four of
everything.
us start our own Friday night Toku streams on our own channels.
And then we
after that.
slowly come back together.
Yeah.
Wasn't that bad.
Nah,
We'll
that
do
was
it.
pretty bad though.
Let's see. I've got to look at the games because there was one of the games that I don't remember the name of. That it was another RPG that it
It's
was a
the
little-
guy. Is it? No, I remember. It looked like Nier, but I think it was also made by one of the guys who did Final Fantasy and Bravely.
It's Fantasian.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm
Fantasian's
trying
probably
to-
what you're thinking of.
I think
Yeah.
so. It just looked really creative.
Yeah, so
definitely down.
Fantasian was an Apple Arcade game. It's done by Sakaguchi, who's the original creator of Final Fantasy, who left Square during Final Fantasy VII's development. He made a lot of other good games because, of course, he made Last Story on the Wii. Once again, I hope you bought a physical copy of that game, like Operation Rainfall. I was a part of that. I got 2 copies of that game, Japanese and the one that came out in the US. It's a good game.
Just saying.
But yes, he released apparently the best RPG that was on the Apple Arcade, and people were like, "Man, it sucks that it's on a platform no one has." So it's getting ported to consoles. It has voice acting in it now, which apparently it lacked before. So yeah, excited to get that one. Yes, Romantic Saga also getting a remake. I gotta check that out.
This direct was basically just siphon the money out of your pocket.
Well, the thing is, I
Yeah.
feel like 2 directs ago was also like a JRPG fest as well, and people were like,
I thought that was
"Only
the
if you're
farming one.
old, only if
Yeah,
you're old,
yeah.
you like this this Nintendo Direct." It's just like, well,
Yeah.
last
Am
time
I
I
not
checked,
the farming one?
I think that was
Or
a
was
year
it
ago,
one
the
after?
farming one.
it was
Can't
like
remember.
it was half
Oh, yeah, the
farming, half
farming.
JRPGs,
Yeah.
Okay.
Because that was before
or it was a
Harvestella
farming,
came out.
yes, or it was
Yeah,
or
there
it was
was
a farming JRPG.
JRPG.
It was literally
There's a lot of them.
Harvestella. It was
The fantasy one. What was the?
Yeah. Because Harvestella was the Square Enix one, because they were like, "Hey, what
Yeah.
if we made a farming game?" And like, "Oh, great, Square Enix!" Like,
Which we did
let's see
get a
what you
farming
do.
game in this direct, the one where you literally
Mhm.
grow monsters from crops.
Yeah.
Yes,
I think
and
it was like
it's funny. There's been so many like that too, which is
That one's got to
Kinda
get
funny.
optimized.
There's a fairy tale RPG amongst the myths. I'm not getting.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was a sequel to the other one that came out. I never played, but this one, it's funny those fairy tale games because like they cover the halfway point through the series, like the final arcs, which is interesting.
Yeah. Which
Am I going to
is-
play the Hobbit game? Yes, I'm going to play the Hobbit game. Bear my
Yeah.
people. It's based on my life.
absolutely.
I've got to play it.
as long as it's not as bad as the Gollum game, I'll play it.
The Gollum game was atrocious. I've never seen such a.
Nice
The
to
2
see
worst
a lot of
games I
people
ever
that
bought,
got
I had to
the
buy
ones
physical
that-
copies of, was that and the King Kong game. Because I was like, all right, this is so bad. I gotta get I need that in my collection.
It was a King Kong game,
Yeah, there was a King Kong game.
like not the Peter Jackson
Yeah.
one from all those years ago.
No,
like
no,
a-
there's a new one that came out like within the last year, and it is
Oh no, I think I know. No, I think I know. I
that
think
Kong Skull Island one. Yeah,
okay. No, because I watched Oni
Ooh.
play the Golem game, and that was a lot of fun.
Well,
I don't know. the
Zia,
King
what do you
Kong
think
game-
of Phantom Brave? Or you guys? Did you guys see that? The
oh, there's
I
another.
mean, I
Phantom
saw
Brave
that
coming
right, but
out?
I get. Let me see.
Yeah,
it's Phantom Brave's Lost. It's like a little kind of chibi, like 2D.
Yeah.
It's like
I
it
played.
has the AOE kind of like RPG style.
Oh
I
yeah,
played one of those
I
on the
saw that.
Vita.
I didn't care
They're not that fun because I think there's one on the PlayStation Vita that I bought, and that's the last.
because
time I played one of
the
those.
art styles reminds me of this Gaia. I'm not a big fan.
I love this guy, but the combat reminds me of Chrono Trigger, which is why I'm interested.
This guy was so good. 3 games ago.
Yeah, until they kept making him.
Yeah, once this guy 4 came out, and then it was like, it's kind of like the Hyperdimension games. It's like, oh, they're still making those. Oh, why?
4 was good, 5 was pretty meh, and I feel like they really shouldn't have made 6.
Look, I
There's
went
a 7.
into this direct just going like, this is gonna be like the lame direct because we got Switch 2 on the horizon, so there's not gonna be anything like dramatically good here. And then I was like, all right, let me get my wallet out. I gotta buy games.
It's like Zio, you thought, and then they were like, well,
I completely thought. I was like, shit. I really thought it was like just gonna be the Nintendo Classics again that I already got pre-ordered because I really want that, physical collector's edition that's got the cartridge and all that good shit in there. And that was gonna be it. Maybe I would see things for games that were already announced because I'm like, all right, I got Gundam Breaker 4 pre-ordered. Maybe see some of that.
Ooh.
Nope, didn't see any of that.
Me, John, and Zygarde have Gundam Breaker 4 as well coming. So if you need people to play,
I got that pre-ordered also.
Yeah, I got that pre-ordered. I decided to go with the Switch version for it just because I'm still paying for the online of that, and I don't want to pay for the godly expensive PS5 online. So I was just like, I'll take the graphical.
I pre-ordered the Switch because I want to play stuff on the go. And I don't want to buy a Steam Deck right now.
What do you guys think of the? I assume this wasn't your type of game, but there's like a what do you call it? What was the game called originally? It's like the one with Monokuma. It's like the 2D mystery solving game. I keep forgetting.
Wait, is that the
one that's
Danganronpa
art?
Yeah,
Danganronpa. I love those games. Those
Academy Last Defense, I think.
Yeah.
Last Defense Academy.
Is that in the same verse of Danganronpa, or is that just
no? Actually, it's
just the
same
own
universe. Same art style. It's by the same people who made it.
Because they did a detective one ages ago, and I don't know if that. I never played it, so I don't know if it hinted if it was in the same verse or it's just like a very similar art style.
Are you talking about the AI Somnia files, Ash?
Pardon?
Is it like the AI Somnia files, the detective one? Because I think that's the other one they did.
I don't remember the name of it.
The last 3 games were all like Phoenix Wright style, and this is the tower defense. So I'm curious.
Speaking of Phoenix Wright, Miles Edgeworth.
Yep.
I've never played Ace Eternity games.
Ace Eternity games.
They count. We're gonna call them.
They count. The only part I didn't like was that at the very end there was like a slot for my credit card information, so I could pre-order everything.
No, because now the Danganronpa games are good. Those were that whole universe is completely done and wrapped up, and so I was always hoping, I'm like, I hope they work on something new, because that was at the time those games were on the Vita, so it was using all the touchscreen for the little mini games, so it was using all the gimmicks, and I was glad they reworked the engine to put them on console, because for a while there they were just on the Vita and there's no other way to play them.
Yeah. What is this one? Romancing Saga 2? Revenge of the
So it's a remake of a classic RPG. You gotta get it.
I've never played it, and when I saw this, I was immediately
really good games.
I want this. I really want this as well. I'm kind of happy it was the last thing I saw. This looks like you're a king kind of powerful.
Formagia with its literal corn dogs. Yes, they literally look like corn stalks, and then the dogs came out. Plus, Nintendo actually hired all the available Mario and Luigi dev team members to make Brothership. So yeah, Alpha Dream still lives, just not as Alpha Dream.
Yep.
They're the brother team. No, I don't know what they're gonna call them. But yes, let's get back into some Toku shit.
Oh yeah, sorry, we derailed for a while.
We did derail.
Yeah, let's keep talking about Dragon Quest 11, please.
No, but we got King-Ohger's in space.
9,
8, 7.
I mean, the way the trailer really goes is just like I was expecting the Power Rangers in Space theme song to just start playing. But then we get the slight remix of it. But yeah, we got Ho-Oh Soldier returning. Not exactly the person that I was expecting to just suddenly show up, especially since they haven't done anything Q Ranger related in a hot second.
True.
And then with all the Deca Ranger shit going on, of course, we got Doggy in the mix. It's just the fact that we got Doggy in the mix and we already got the Deca Rangers with Tombo Oger special, which I'm still waiting to get subbed.
Like, is that not sub yet?
No, it's not. It's not sub yet. It's only like 15 minutes long. Just sub it. Like, it's 15 minutes long. I'd rather.
Yeah, so it's gonna be like, why don't you sub it, Zio?
Yeah,
I will get AI to sub that shit terribly. I will pay for like the temporary contract, just like the trial version to do the speech to text and then translation.
It'll be nice to see Deca Master again. That'll be great.
As long as the suit's not tore up.
Fully apart. Yeah.
Just add a fresh coat of paint to it.
They won't.
I mean, they had to take some glam shots for the D-Sword Vega memorial box, probably. So they had to have.
Yeah, just the sword, but not the suit. The sword looks good. I don't know about the suit.
I mean, they're still keeping the furry outfit for Doggy alive still, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got to Febreze that out just about every year, I think. Because or else I can only imagine the mildew inside that suit.
That guy's probably years. Like, this smells like 20 years. Ah.
It's like, why does it smell like dried spit?
Wait, this is my spit.
At least it didn't catch on fire like the SPD one, if you've heard that story.
Oh no, I did not. What?
No. So I don't know the full story about this, but I remember John Tue, I think the story was. He was in the suit for Kruger because the mouth moves. And I believe it nearly caught on fire while he was on the inside. And Disney nearly didn't want to do it. They were like, oh, we'll just paint you blue. He's like, no, I'll commit to it. And yeah.
Wow.
I don't know the full story, but I know the suit like nearly caught on fire while he was on it. Like,
it's like, how deep are the animatronics in that shit?
Yeah.
I guess so.
What else was worthy enough to show in this trailer? Do we know why they're going to space? Prince is back, DJ fighting style.
Yes.
On Zero. Great.
It's like, guess who's back? Prince is back.
Wait, don't say that. Houdini just came out the other day.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh man, we got to get more Prince. No. Also, is this like, I'm remembering back when we had Evil Kayla and we had that entire gang of folks that were like part of his crew, and I'm getting mad flashbacks to that right now because I see the flag in the background that I think has the Kyoruger logo on it.
Evil King. I mean, Evil Prince.
Yes, Evil Prince.
No.
He should have gone with purple then.
Yeah.
But then again, it's like, we don't know. What if this is the Prince from the dark timeline that was actually Daigo's half brother?
Half son, not his son.
Yeah, not actually Daigo's son, but his half brother instead, because it's actually his dad that got down with Ami.
Bro, oh my god, that would anyway.
Because of the timeline change that Yayoi did at the end.
I mean, it couldn't be as complicated as like the Joestar family line with like Josuke being Jotaro's uncle and he's like 8-10 years younger than him ish.
Yeah, he got around.
Yeah.
Because good old Joseph was going at it, even in his 80s.
He hates the Japanese, but he sure did bang one while he was there.
He definitely did. Get that conjugal visit in.
Oh, yeah.
So it's we'll get more details on this, but it's just interesting that now we get the King-Ohgers obviously going into space and dealing with that whole plot point when I was really banking on going into space being an entire second arc thing of King-Ohger in general. But hey, if they've got ideas for how to keep this series running, then more power to them.
I was happy that it's Toei Tokusatsu, so this is going to be at least a little more adult than.
Yeah, they can get unhinged when it comes to this shit. But the greater thing to this is really just the amount of crossovers they've been doing recently with Sentai in general, and how casually they've been doing it is more robust than they've ever done it.
I like the feeling.
it really makes me think that yes, it's like now the universe, the Sentai universe, doesn't feel as closed off as it's been before, where we get these versus films, and then the versus films, because they're just films, they seem as closed off that it's literally just that. It's just for the sake of the
Secluded to a film, but no.
But having them happen within the shows, and then expanding on that with these other content that we have afterwards, makes me feel like this is the kind of shit that I was hoping for back when I was younger watching this franchise, that we would get shit like this, that it would be a more cohesive like storytelling that they're doing here. And yes, the shared universe part of it does seem a lot more real.
Can't say that for Ryder.
I can't. Not with Outsiders. Musa Muteki out here again. It wouldn't surprise me if King-Ohger in space leads to the crossover with Boom Boomger. Maybe the Shoe Gods will be on Rainbow Road. Yeah.
Will Gira use that one bike that he used in the episode, or no?
that one bike that he forgot he had?
Yeah.
He used it a total of 2 times. One in like episode 2, and then one more time like episode late 40s.
It'll give them a reason to do an action figure of the King-Ohger. They'll make it with the same molding as BoonViolet, where it has no articulation, but it's just gonna be like, yeah.
Oh my god! Don't will it into existence, Zio.
I think I had a Dragon Ball Z toy that was Gohan like on a capsule bike, and like he had articulation in the legs, but the arms would be like that because he holds onto the bike. I'll see if I can find a picture.
That reminds me, earlier today, while I was in working my second job, I found that someone had sneaked, was hiding in the section that I was working, the Steelbook 4K of Dragon Ball Superhero that you can't find anywhere anymore.
Yeah.
Oh,
and it was clearanced out in their system for $15, and I was like, bought, instantly bought.
Damn.
Yep.
Nice.
Now give me a copy of Sparking Zero.
Oh, I'm so excited for that. I'm going to play the shit out of that when that drops.
Why are there so many good games coming out? I don't have time. I'm an adult.
Yeah, this is the figure. I managed to find it. It's in the private chat.
Take a look at this. But yeah, how are you guys feeling about all this shared connective glue that we're getting in Sentai now?
I like it.
It's so weird that this is the universe that we're in now. Oh yeah, I remember these kinds of figures.
It kind of makes the universe feel whole, or kind of lived in, if that makes any sense.
Yeah,
it feels properly everyone's inhabiting at least a sect of this place. And
for me, it's making me go back and put stuff higher up my list to watch, because Go-Ohger, stuff like that. I was like, all right, I gotta put these up higher because they're lower on.
No, you don't have to put Go-Ohger that high on your list. I'm gonna tell you that.
You just want me to watch the train one, and I already
watch the train one.
That one's good.
The thing that I'm so weird about the whole Go-Ohger crossover of it is just wait, so this technically Go-Ohger happened within the same world as Boom Boomger, but they don't know the Go-Ohgers? And at the same time, they were like, "Oh, he's a hero," and it's just wait, don't you have a wall of steering wheels, one of which says Go-Ohger on it?
Yeah.
What? What is even going on?
Cool. He's trying to play it cool for his hero,
but he's secretly a fanboy.
Okay. Exactly.
Yeah. But it's like that same season that came in King-Ohger after the time jump. I was like, "Oh, I haven't seen that show before, so I have no idea who Prince is."
Kyoryuger?
I have no idea.
The thing is, Kyoryuger at least had the plot point of it being a whole different planet. Literally, they went to the other planet, and it's just and then our roots are tied into this entire travel. And I'm just this is some good ass lore you guys are building here. Good connective tissue between these shows that it could definitely work.
I would say the Kyoryuger crossover is not only really good, but I'm pretty sure isn't that what convinced Ash to finish watching Kyoryuger?
I think for a lot of folks,
it did. Oh yeah.
I think for a lot of folks, they were very tempted to go back and check out that season after the King-Ohger crossover.
It's a very good season, I would say.
I've been wanting to watch it just because I like the suits and it's the gimmicks and everything, because that's what they did for Dino Charge.
Yeah. It has definitely one of the most creative as one of the most creative, I would say, battleizers or like.
Yeah, so I was like, oh, I'm gonna watch this eventually. I have it.
You'll love it.
And I would say doing these like episodic crossovers with not exactly the previous year's ones, but ones from like several years down the line is what makes it feel a lot more like special. Because of course, if it was just last year's season, then most people always expect that. But when it's something that was like 10 or more years before and they just show up, it's like, oh shit. It's kind of like in Ninja, we did get like some crossovers here and there with like Hurricaneger and hell, Jiraiya showed up in there as well, throwing that Metal Heroes in there. But that wasn't to the extent that we got with like King-Ohger, and the fact that we repeated it with BoonViolet now gives me expectations that whatever comes next after, after BoonViolet will end up crossing over with another Sentai from the past that will just show up in there. Yeah.
Hopefully it's not dinosaur theme. Fingers crossed.
Yeah.
I'm betting the 50th might be a dinosaur theme. Remember, next season would be the 49th year of Sentai, so the season after that is the big 50. That's where, we gotta live 2 more years, guys, to see it. Like Cloudy, you gotta live 2 more years to see it.
Yeah. I don't think I can do that. Also but isn't next year also the 50th the year of the 50th anniversary, or?
Yeah. Well, at the end of the year, right?
End of the year, yeah.
No.
Because like Go-Anja went for
because
like
we're gonna be starting we're gonna start the 49th this year, and then we're gonna end the 49th halfway through next year, starting the 50th next year too. So that'll be next year technically.
Because Go-Anja started in I hear so many much in video essays. 1975. So maybe.
Yeah, so it started April 1970. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it should be next year. Oh, what was I trying to remember?
Oh, it's just because of course we had Zenkaidra being the big 45, and the numbers aren't lining up yet.
Yeah.
The show numbers to like the year, it's like it's all off.
Yep.
No, I get that.
Also,
they could only spend 2 years celebrating the 50th, just like we did like Saber and Revice celebrating the 50th of Kamen Rider.
No.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, which was the actual 50th anniversary?
There's an asterisk.
Or is it
Saber wasn't an anniversary.
No,
we had Superhero Senki. Superhero Senki was the entire 50th anniversary celebration.
It was a movie. It wasn't even.
And then Revice had nothing but 5 zeros all over the place.
I will not take Saber slander. Okay.
It was good, except for the ending, but it was good.
Just like 10 years before, it was like O's and Forze that were fighting over who was the 40th anniversary.
Yeah. Although I will say this, if next year's Rider season isn't good, or at least decent, or terrible, I'm done. I might be done that year.
For Gabu, I'm tempted to pull what I usually do for Sentai when it comes to reviews. Review the first episode and then wait the 5 episodes just to see. Because it's like usually Rider gets the ball rolling right away, but we didn't get it with Gotchard. And now because of the way that Gotchard went, I'm completely kind of pessimistic going into Gavu. Even though I don't know any of the writing staff or anything like that. But I'm just like, look, Reiwa for Rider, this is honestly a role reversal from how it's been before, because for the longest time, I have been more of a Rider guy than I was a Sentai guy. That was same for like Heisei 1, even for Heisei 2. But for Reiwa, like, it's flipped. And I've cared more about Sentai than I've cared about Rider.
Revice?
For Reiwa, I don't know what happened, but Reiwa, Sentai's been cooking, like really cooking.
Revice, Geets, and Gachard made me a Sentai. Go to Sentai, because I was never watching Sentai before.
So the thing is,
I was like, check out the other Toku.
Revice are probably the best out of those 3, and even then,
I know it was, and that's not saying much.
Well, look, on Sunday, because of Father's Day, I replayed on Twitch the episode 42 of
45
Revice.
42, yeah.
Yes, that's the Deathstream Veil fight episode.
Yeah.
With my dream playing in the background.
Peak fight.
Zio, it's I always say this. Any episode with Genta as the lead or as him as
aka those
is
two
the
episodes. Those 2 episodes of Revice. 25,
42
42
and 42 are worth it.
Are better than the whole of Gotchard.
I'm just saying,
Yeah.
Revice Legacy Veil is probably the best thing from the Reiwa era.
Yes, and you know what the worst
Besides
is?
Trio's
You
Decent.
could have slid
If
that
you
into
don't
the
watch the
show.
last
You
episode.
could have slid that into the show.
Yeah.
You could
It
have
could have been
slid
its
that
own
into
show.
the show so well.
Full, I would have watched a full show like that.
I would have
Also,
watched
good
Kamen
throwback
Rider
to
Veil.
OG.
I would have watched Kamen Rider Veil. That would have been good.
Yeah, that's why if they put like a little Naruto where they just literally ended it right after the Genta reveal, gave us like the whole Veil
Backstory.
special like in the middle
The show.
of Revice, and then it's just like, we just had a time skip.
Plus, it would have been nice. Like, give us like 5 full episodes of just Veil back in the day. Like, that would have been crazy.
Remembering the good times.
Also,
The
Kamen
good
Rider
days.
Veil,
Remember phase 1 of
technically
Heisei?
speaking, that suit is still untouchable. Like, because that suit's never lost to anything in the show.
No.
They only used it once.
It was too OP.
Mhm.
And then
I
they
mean, that
made over
debut.
demons out of it.
Oh God,
Mm,
don't remind me, please.
we don't talk about that.
Oh, and don't forget about Get Over Demons.
No, we
Yes.
don't talk about that either.
Yeah, that was the thing. They made that.
Speaking of, did you guys see the in the Daybreak film special that we're getting essentially another trooper with Dread Troopers?
Yeah.
How
You
we
didn't
feel
think the
about that?
Dread was going to be troopers at some point?
I was hoping it
It-
wasn't going to be.
They take what they can and they just shit all over it. It's the formula.
I'm tired of troopers. Tired of it.
Except for VR
I
troopers.
need-
I like that.
That's fine. That's fine. Okay, I'm okay with that. Like, that's not.
Give me more of that.
I don't want that. Let me be more specific. I'm tired of Kamen Rider troopers.
So anytime we get a Dark Rider with a pretty cool suit, you can expect that it's going to be bastardized by the end of the show now. So
Oh yeah, like with the original demons.
Yeah, it's kind of like expected now. I'm expecting that now. Anytime we get really good bad suit, like bad guy suit, it's going to become a bad suit by the end of it. Then you buy that driver, and after you've already bought that driver, you're like, really? You make those shitty suits? Why? Why?
I feel like you're just looking at your demons or Veil driver right now, and you're just like,
Look, I'm just glad that never happened to like the Vision driver.
Oh my god!
But then I look at the hot mess above it.
there's also
The Zillion driver.
Zillion driver. Mhm.
Yeah.
The mirror.
Yeah, the mirror.
Mhm.
Not a big fan of it.
Ooh.
Not a big fan of
Was
it.
that your buyer's remorse of last year?
I mean, for last year, well, the Zillion driver came out this year.
Oh, sorry, this year. I guess. Is that currently your buyer's remorse?
I don't know what my buyer's remorse was last year. I forgot. I bought too much stuff. Obviously,
I know that. I'll tell you
I
what,
can't remember.
I know what my buyer's remorse was. We'll talk about it.
It could be.
I think I talked about it in my video though. I did say
Because
one
I
of the
didn't
things
buy a
I
lot
was
this
wishing
year.
for. Same.
And even then, it's just like,
not much.
it's mostly just been CSMs and shit. P Bandai
You haven't
stuff.
bought much, just CSMs.
Yes, I haven't bought much, but then I look at the dollar amount, and it's just like I still
Yeah.
spent a lot. I'm still spending a lot.
Did you get
We
the
still
Fize
got the
Edge?
Garo Ken. The Garo, no, but the Garo Ken comes out soon.
Yes,
I know.
Zia,
I
there's
gotta get the Fize Edge still.
Zia, there's also the fact that on top of all that stuff that we're getting, don't forget all the video games coming out.
Yeah.
That though.
There's that, and if anyone checked out that there's a specific CSM that got reissued as well, that is currently up in pre-order, that I have been eyeing slightly ever since Orb in Discord made me aware of it.
Thank you, Orb.
Which one you buying? Oh yeah.
The Delta Gear.
The reissue. But the thing is, I understand that the reissue, well, if this is literally just a reissue of the OG one that was released like 15 years ago, the microphone still sucks on it and it can't read all the commands that you're trying to tell it into the microphone.
Did you see the freaking Gridman, the hero action figure one that's being released? So it's so amazing looking. I'm a Gridman fan, so I don't know if
Plus I know that the
I like Gridman.
the Memorial Edition for the Blazar Brace comes out soon as well, and I gotta get that.
Well, yeah, that's number one.
My issue with Ultraman changers, it's tough to display them.
Yeah.
I had the beta capsule ones and stuff like that, but like I'm just like
the O-ring I think is like the easiest to display.
Yeah. Well, when I got the Shin beta capsule and this and that, like it came with a stand to hold it upright, so I was like, that's easy.
I do think it's because a lot of the Ultraman like changers are so varying degrees of what they are. That
yes, X is just a phone, if I'm correct, if I remember right. You got Geed, which is just the holder. You got the mug from Decker. What else is there?
Let's see. The most important thing: are you pre-ordering those Tifa remake statues?
I did see those. I'm gonna click on them, not clearly showing the stream because I don't know how much detail they're gonna. The thing is, I'm a bigger Aerith stan than I am a Tifa fan.
I'm a bigger Tifa fan for sure.
Same Tifa. That's why I was like, which one? And then it's like the girl from the Sauce Smash. Like, why not both? I'm like, good point.
I had to make sure I did more missions with Tifa. There's no way I could risk not getting that date.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, the thing is, for the canon, I tried obviously going for Tifa because I'm like, you got to do it for canon's sake.
Yeah. I mean,
I want to get the BoonViolet crew overalls and the jacket.
I thought you were about to say I want to get the BoonViolet pickle. I was like, what the fuck?
That's not a thing.
The BoonViolet pickle.
It's just a purple pickle.
No, it'll come with those track pants that they're selling on Toku Lectables. It's just a pickle that you stuff in there.
Yeah. No, I was happy I didn't miss the pre-orders for the Memorial Oja Caliber Zero. I
got the pre-order for that right before last week's stream went live because someone in chat said, "Oh no, the pre-order is closed on the Oja Caliber Memorial." Yeah, they were talking about the OG one. I just read that as like the Zero, and I was like, no, it's still up. Get it now. So I just went ahead, I impulse buy it. I was like, I got to have it. This was the one. No, you can't cancel the pre-orders.
No. Well, it depends. I mean, if you're going to Toku Collectibles, you can't cancel a pre-order, but other places and depending on how you get them, you can.
Zio, what's your budget looking like?
It's not good. Well, I mean, I completely paid off the new Fies gear CSM. Like that 450 is now done being paid.
Okay.
So now
it's like every time he.
So the thing is, like, what now that that's been paid off, I guess now I'm just going to be paying the $63 a month until this OG Caliber Zero is paid off.
Zio, is this like a boss fight thing for you? You're just like, oh god, yeah, finish that pre-fit.
That's the thing. It's like I finish it. I think I'm done, and they sink me right in as soon as I'm done.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, we're not done with you yet. Get back in here.
That's how they get you.
Yeah. That's how they got me with One Piece cards.
Oh, they're reissuing the Bio Robo and Bio Dragon.
Yes, I saw those. Those do be looking good. These do be looking good.
Those fucking mini plot reissues as SMPs. The SMP line is gonna like just kill me.
Was that Bio?
Yeah, they did the Bio Robo and buy it, but like no, they're just really releasing so much stuff. In the SMP line, there's such a gap between everything, and now they're just like, oh, here's some Shoto Super line every other month, and now here's more Robos, and I'm like, man, like I'm trying to catch up. I haven't built any of my SMP stuff yet.
Warrior.
I really want a good Robo Rider figure.
I like how they don't. I like how they just don't name that.
Rage Warrior 1/6 scale action figure.
I have a 1/6 Shadow Moon.
Well, Zio, which one was your favorite between Bio, Robo, and I guess Classic RX? If you have one.
I would say Robo.
Yeah.
Those prices. And that markup.
Wait, Zero, stop looking at my shopping history.
No, I was like, wait, you know my purchase history? Do you log into my account?
It's just the pre-orders they got up.
Definitely didn't get any of those. So.
I kind of want.
Anyone getting this overpriced umbrella?
No.
In your dreams,
I
the
want
inside
it,
of it.
I legit do.
But I'm like, not for that price. Not for $112.
Because that's marked up. That's only like a $50 or $60 umbrella, not even.
Even then, I'm like, that's too expensive for essentially a $12 umbrella.
I have a Resident Evil one that looks looks like the Umbrella Corps logo and everything like that. And I was like, no, I spent some money on that. The thing next to it to the left, I don't want the Chemi card. I just want that the Robo Killer little car thingy, but like I don't want to spend that price.
No.
Like, I like that car. I need
and Yadukar's on there.
Cars. Yeah. But it's like
Yadukar's actually committed to helping out Boom Boom Killer Robo this time.
But I'm not spending that money. That's a ridiculous price for that.
But I'm like, how many cards are we gonna get with just the real Hotaru actor just out here just cheesing it up on the card? I'm like, I don't care.
I don't know.
He has such a goofy face. I'm not gonna lie.
He does.
It's like I hate his face.
I know he's a teenager, but it's just like
it's like, why do you already have crow's feet on your eyes when you smile? You're a teenager.
Because I don't know.
Yes, I can spend $418 right now on sale for the CSM Deca driver with the K Touch. Oh shit, I added it to my cart. I didn't want to add it to my cart.
Take it out of your cart. Take it
Remove.
out of your cart.
Remove.
Abort. Mission accomplished.
Not getting that. Nope. Wait, they raised up the price for the Gifford Rex Vi stamp to $95.
So they can drop it down on sale to get the sale.
They're gonna do probably what is it, 30% off?
How many years I've been saying it? I've been saying it for 2 years.
Well, this is what I pointed out last week was the re-releases or the 2024 versions of the DXs for the Attack, Zector, and the Kaiza and the Fies driver. Those all went up in price because I remember I was literally looking at the page for them the day before and they were like $80, $90. Then I refreshed the page, or rather I went to it like the next day and they were up to like $120. And I was like, what? I was literally just looking at these. Now that I'm ready to press the buy now button, it went up. It's crazy. I don't get it. Anyone getting that 03 driver unit though?
Absolutely not.
Nah. I like 01.
I might get that. I might get that Red Ranger statue though. I kind of like that statue.
That's a pretty good suit. Was that Rocky?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, definitely.
Yeah, it's definitely Rocky.
Yeah. The only downside is they always just do Red Ranger or Green Ranger. Like, you're never gonna get like the full squad on display. And it's like one of those things where I hate.
We did get the Pink Ranger stuff that one time.
They got those overpriced
legs
toys coming out. What was it?
I want that little box for BoonViolet. It holds all the cars in it, and it looks really cool. Like the old school one where kids that had the little fold out thing to put all your like micro machines in. Yeah, that's what that thing is for 51. But if anyone wants it, it's on it. You can get it through.
Hey, that's why
20. Well, now I may have to get into the statues.
Ooh.
Yeah, that was Shin Rider, but
yes, we got these guys here. We got the
bootleg movies.
Yep.
Yeah.
That Flame Wingman looks sick. I know it's a figure art, but it looks sick.
That's a really cool Flame Wingman.
Yeah.
I'm trying to stay away from Yu-Gi-Oh stuff.
This is the one that got me though, because I'm just like,
that Gundam. That's from Build Fighters.
Yes. The Tryon 3. I love this mech. I'm just like, Where is my master grade? Where is my master grade for this guy? I need this like yesterday.
Remember seeing the
that's a
debut
Solo
of this?
Shokugan?
It looks so
Yes!
stupid.
How
And
big
then
is it then?
it turned to 3. It's massive, actually. It's because it's way bigger than the other ones that are supposed to be.
I was gonna say if it's a SoC release, I mean that's gonna be freaking.
Wait,
Give me
so
a
Zero,
perfect grade of this sumbitch. Look, I need it in my
Zero,
veins.
do you think the Triumph 3 comes with like the 3 different pieces first? Like,
and you can actually transform it? Nah.
yeah. You sure? That would be cool though if it did.
I'm buying it.
The Triumph 3 is pretty good.
Yeah, I'm buying it.
But for $418, it's like
That's
If it's not
their
perfect
markup.
grade.
Thank you very much.
what's
I'm getting it
what's
for. Let's see.
$420.
pause? It was 209.
237.
Oh, that's half off. Yeah.
That's the actual retail price of it. It's 237.
Shoot me a link. This might be the
Zero.
first Solo
The boss fights. Remember the boss fights?
It's so good.
Stop it.
It's so good.
It's irresponsible. Is
It's
what
on
it is.
It's on Tamashi's website. It literally tells you, hey, this retails for $247 US and 20 cents.
It's not worth it. It's not worth it.
I will work extra hours in my second job just to get
You don't have the time to build it. You don't have the time.
It's a Solo Chogokin. There's nothing to build.
Oh shit!
Wait, is it gonna be on Amazon?
Don't do it.
It's on Amazon. Oh my god, it's on Prime.
Mark, you're
Just
not helping.
I am definitely helping. I am a good.
You're
friend.
helping the wrong side. You're helping capitalism.
Okay, so their US markup is $360 though, but it's still cheaper than 4 something. I put it in private. And instead of it coming out in November, because it's coming out in Japan in November, the US release of it is going to be
the book.
Wait, why did it?
I didn't know this was up for pre-order.
Oh, it's coming out my birthday next year. Well then. Actually, I think that
Wait, is that a tire? Oh, I missed that.
I might have to get this.
There we go.
I do
The
like
second link is the direct
Why
link.
did you?
I do like the bug visor better than the regular like gamer driver.
Zio, you're hurting me.
It's true. Zio, get the try on 3.
Oh man, they got a lot of gashettes coming out.
Buying things. Stop buying things.
Don't stop buying things.
No, keep going.
I will
Are
get
you
a
two literally
third
my
job.
ops right now?
What the fuck is
Go
this?
pussy.
Chogokin Rubik's Cube.
Yeah, get that too.
Yeah, I get that too.
Yeah, get
Throw
that.
on the list.
This is cool. It's
Throw
cool.
that in
It's
the
Rubik's
cart.
Cube. It means high
That
intelligence.
is actually a really cool Rubik's Cube. Actually,
This actually has more articulation than
Anything.
you and me. Yeah, look at that. Look at that articulation.
I'm gonna cop that real quick. Actually, hold on.
I'm mad. So Bandai started showing all their San Diego Comic-Con exclusives.
Oh yeah, I've seen some of them.
Oh my god!
Nothing Power Rangers from what I know of. I just seen the
No.
Dragon Ball figure.
All the Dragon Ball. I mean, you had Goku with Baby Gohan with freaking Nimbus. I was like, I need that.
Yeah, I've seen
Like,
that one.
Then they got some MonsterVerse stuff coming out. The NECA stuff for Ninja Turtles looks amazing.
Yeah.
And none of it's been shown yet, but there is going to be Street Sharks and Bison Mike
Zio,
from
get away
Mice
from this
Mars,
page. Get away from this page.
San Diego Comic-Con merch.
Zio, move away from this page.
Ooh,
Don't.
wait, no. What is
No.
that?
Street
Yeah.
Sharks.
Move away from
Melissa
this
needs to work on a Street Sharks comic if she's doing Black and
Tempting me
White
to
from
buy
Mars.
it again.
I know.
No.
Or like Ryan
So,
or
Claudia, which
Kyle.
one of those do you have pre-ordered?
Both.
Good man.
Don't look at me like that.
How much is the payment plan? Ooh, no, I don't think I can do
Yeah.
195.
Don't look at me.
No. No.
That's why me
Nah.
and Claudia are going to basically be like Godzilla versus Kong with Toku Deck because we both have those. Mind you, I didn't go through Toku Collectibles, so I'm not nearly that much. So, because the actual retail of that set is like half that price.
It was worth it, though. It was worth it.
Dinobot 2. Well, not officially,
No, but
unofficially.
yeah, no, the whatever they like
The
name
trans
them with all
art.
the number.
Yep.
Yeah,
Okay, hot take. I really want that figure.
which one? The
The
Triumph
Gridman,
three?
the one in the bottom right.
This one?
Oh, the one all the way at the
Oh,
bottom.
Or this one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You see the new one that they just put up there? They put a new one
No.
on for new pre-orders.
No?
Yeah, that's just SH Figure Art one. On the first, like the first one you see when you go to new pre-orders, there's like a brand new one that's coming out that looks amazing.
Oh. Sick.
Yeah, that's the one I
Oh.
want.
I finally found one in Walmart, by the way.
Because
the
the
Godzilla
SSS
one.
Gridman.
Ooh.
Oh no, I did. Yeah, they're so cool.
Yeah.
There's my clear freaking Die Ranger, or not Die Ranger.
Oh, there's the arc
Mecha.
stuff. The Rubik's
Yeah.
Cube, I guess, whatever you're gonna call it.
See, I don't like
like
those.
it.
I don't like. I
Still
don't
think
hate
it's a
them.
bop.
It's not.
Oh, this reminds me.
What?
Latest episode made this thing canon now.
It's a cushion?
Yeah.
Because
Oh.
Taya literally projected a fucking cushion just to have that soft landing from that jump.
How much? How big is that though? Because I kind of want one.
Probably. I feel like it's got to be like a throw pillow.
It's just a regular plush, so yeah, it can't be
Nah, never
anything
mind.
crazy.
I can put it next to my Gaim Lockseed pillow.
Ooh. I kind of want to get that. I want to get that figure so bad now. Right.
You gonna be
no,
getting
is that the
those,
red
those-
Commons rings?
Yes, you're gonna be getting them rings.
Just
No,
wait until
I
you see
want
my
that
video
Vegeta
once I'm
figure
done
that's
editing
above.
it. That game is garbage. Like I can't believe Red Commons actually got released.
This is the figure that you're talking about.
Yeah, that's the one I want to get.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah,
I told
that's the A.
Sweet.
That's the HAF. So those are the 1/6 scale ones.
Speaking of working on videos, so how do you feel about TokuTonic putting Alf officially on their lineup?
I have the whole entire DVD. My thing is TokuTonic.
But what about-
They're never going to make any money. How are
What
they
about
going to make money on their
Japanese
DVD
elf?
sales?
What about Japanese elf?
When they put it up immediately, it's not gonna work.
No, my thing is like no one's gonna buy any of the stuff that like their shows, like their
'Cause they
any
can
of their
watch
stuff
it
that
for
they
free.
keep putting on YouTube for free, and they do a Twitch 24-hour live stream and this and that. And I'm like,
Yeah,
what's the point? You're taking away the incentive. You put one episode up, the first episode, you say, oh, you want to keep watching? Go here to buy the DVD or Blu-ray.
But now you missed your moment to release that Alphys Tokusatsu video because TokuTonic is officially saying it's Toku.
That's
Now
true.
that the other thing is like they only pure.
You sat on that video too long. You sat on it for
I
a year
did.
and a
I
half.
sat on the video for like 2 years. No, it's been like 2 years. Because
but
I
still
started
put it out.
working on it the day they announced the DVD set was when I first. But no, I already have the like. I just don't get why they put so much stuff on streaming. Like they're for free on YouTube. They're ruining their own business model. Like what they did with 01 and Geets. They're like, oh, to celebrate the release of the Blu-ray, here's a marathon of all the episodes. It's like, okay, so you don't want us to buy it then because you're just gonna do it for free.
I feel like what they're saying is like for collectors like who actually want the physical copies of the Blu-ray, for people like us, right? That's
No,
what
because even though
I
it's
didn't buy
free,
Geeks. I'm not gonna. It's too expensive.
it
it'll
no.
drop. Yeah, no, it will drop in price eventually when it drops in price.
Oh, it already did. It's already been down to 45 already.
I think it's like they really need to like add something to the DVDs, like add the specials in as well. I know it costs more money to license those
Yeah.
for selling
The
purposes,
best
but
movies, yeah,
if it's just
Discotheque Media is doing so much better.
It's not.
yeah, I know. They're doing really well with their special features.
Everyone has been releasing Toku better than Shout Factory.
Yeah.
And I've
Which is
given
a
them credit
shame,
because Shout
'cause I like
Factory
Shout
gave
Factory.
the Ultraman stuff.
Yeah.
Like Shout Factory was on the forefront of giving us Toku physical media in the US. They started with Ultraman. They kept going. Let's face it, almost every season and special of Ultraman is available for Blu-ray.
Yep.
Or DVD for some cases. And I'm like, I love that. But I don't see them doing Ultraman marathons. Be like, hey, check out all these Ultraman stuff. They're not doing it. I mean, yeah.
Well, to be fair, they don't have to.
YouTube channel,
It's
but
right,
like,
it's
you
just
know, yeah.
Yeah, but plus if you
But-
got it on like Tubi or Pluto
Yeah.
TV, you could just do it
Yeah,
because they
and
do
even
all
then,
day
I'll still
like
buy 'em.
Ultraman.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
episodes and shit.
and I'll still buy the Ultraman ones, but it's like once I saw like Shout Factory, one of the things they're going to keep releasing Kamen Rider stuff unless it's Blade or season I like. I
not
don't
getting
care
that
because they're just
DVD.
going to put on streaming, and I have an external with every freaking season already. So I don't like. I just think it's poor marketing, and I was like, who is why? Because I know their YouTube revenue isn't gonna.
I mean, that's why I wasn't tempted on getting Ryuki or Geats anyway, because I'm just like, eh.
I got Ryuki just because
I got Kuga.
I think I only want 4.
I have everything. I have V3. I have basically Black RX. I have everything that's been physically released except for Geats.
Yeah. I think I'm missing.
Speaking of, if you guys haven't already. Speaking of Toku, the Guyver 4K Steelbook comes out in a week and a half. Make sure you get your pre-orders in. That's
like a lot of them don't know about
soundtrack, all the special features,
and
everything.
We showed it on the stream before when it was when it first went out.
Announced.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's.
Did any of you guys actually check out Guyver? I'm just curious because it's pretty good.
I've not seen it since like the 90s. So.
Oh no, I was talking to the audience, the chat, like,
nah.
See if any of them checked it out.
I love Guyver. You should. I have it on VHS. I have it on DVD, and now I will have it on 4K Blu-ray. The anime is good. The anime is violent.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
I mean, the movies were violent too.
I've got to step out. Thank you guys. I've got to.
Well, Cloudy, I want to show you before you go. In case you didn't see my new baby.
Holy shit! Did Stick made that?
Yeah.
That is sick. Can you like send me a picture of that, please? Like that is sick.
Huh?
Can you send me a picture? That is so cool.
Yeah, damn it. Yeah, I'll send it. Yeah, no, it's. I did the video. I was like, I filmed the video like a week and a half ago before I shaved and everything, and then I was like, I've been so sick, I haven't had to edit it, and then it kept getting claimed. Yeah. Oh no, it's scaled to fit and everything.
Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah.
And this is the first of a few. So.
Yeah.
Okay. I can't wait to.
Wait, does it count?
In Toku that
it does.
Toku purchase.
It does. Yep. And I know that the price for that helmet's probably 500 something. So.
And I've got 4.
Fuck you. All right. Good night though. Enjoy.
All right.
See you later. Yeah, I'll DM you on Discord. Yeah. Everyone was like shocked. They're like, "Oh, you didn't get a Blade one first?" It's like, listen, we're working on things like these. He doesn't do Kamen Rider helmets, so it's really like we were brainstorming, and he was like, "I got to figure out how to make these work."
I need to talk to Stickosaurus because I wouldn't mind him doing me an Omega Ranger helmet or something because I'm the Power Ranger comics guy. So Death Ranger or Omega Ranger.
Death Ranger would be crazy.
Or maybe like Draken's final form helmet, something like that.
What was the other? As much as I never watched the Tabletops, I kind of like the Hyperforce one. I would get a Hyperforce one.
He did a Hyperforce one for a YouTuber we don't talk about.
Trying to think who else. What other helmets I would get? I won't. I feel like I'm gonna have to order it from their website. I still want the Radiant Black one, but
yeah,
I need the one that lights up with the eyes that can sense when you close your eye and it actually lights up. And
nice.
Ooh, that sounds cool.
Yeah, it's on the Black Market
website. You should check it out.
I got a package coming from them soon because the Catalyst War is winding down.
Yeah, someone I saw on Twitter that someone got their issue. What was it? Issue 29? 29.5.
Yeah,
I thought it's 30.
It's getting there.
So since you're already on comics, like what the hell's going on in comics? Because it's like, as far as I know, comics are dead. So,
well, there's 3 more issues of MMPR that's done.
I've read 121. I got my press release for that. It's crazy. 122 and the Darkest Hour finale come out in July, along with Boom at Comic-Con saying they've got an announcement for probably what's going to be dropping in October.
And I will be at that panel with exclusives.
Okay. Yep. Okay. And then they announced yesterday they're doing a crossover with Usagi Jawimbo, the rabbit that's mostly known for Ninja Turtles. So it's MMPR meets Usagi Jawimbo, which MMPR, but it's Ryan doing it, and Ryan, I feel like, knows the MMPR characters really well, so I'm fine with that. He knows those characters really well.
Yeah.
That it? That was really
rumors are true because I know people are talking about the Zeo comic, and I was like, I called it when they said it was. I was like, why? I hope we get a quick little Zeo mini arc, and that's it. Like, because a lot of people are saying that's most likely going to happen now.
Yeah, we'll see. like Zero would be cool, but I think I made my video saying like it's the people who are reading are probably going to be me and like other comic people. It's not going to appeal to like the normal. That's why they did Mighty Morphin for so long.
Yeah, that's why it'd be like a quick little thing. Also, I am hoping we get a sequel to The Return. Like, I hope we get a Return too, because that was good. I finally caught up on that once I got back to California, and I was like, I couldn't wait. I bought digitals, and I was like, and then I got my physicals finally, and I was like, oh man, I was like, so good.
Like I said, comic shops are really hard to come by in my area, so I bought the digital copies and I order the physical copies from a store in Sydney, where I get a bunch of other weekly pulls or monthly pulls because I build them up and I just order in. Ultimate Spider-Man, really good.
Have you read any of the Ultimate stuff? Ultimate X-Men, like all the whole Ultimate line, right?
I'm behind on Ultimate Black Panther. Ultimate X-Men, I'm trying to follow. It seems weird.
It's a bit much. Yeah.
It's a bit much. It's a lot to take in. Ultimates, I'm really looking forward to, like, because they're building up the story arc in 6 months. We're going to fix the timeline. And it looks like the next arc for the next Ultimate series is going to play into that.
Really quick,
I tried reading Deadpool and Wolverine World War 3.
That's not worth it.
Yeah, I only got the first issue. I'm looking forward to all the X-Men stuff that drops next month.
Comic, we're literally talking about comics that are actually happening. What are you saying? The comics are over. Stop reaching. We're talking about the comics and stuff that's like been announced. Like, how about you? Like, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, the comics aren't over because if the comics were over, then Boom Studios wouldn't be announcing stuff in the solicitations months in advance.
People don't realize Boom is not an indie publisher anymore because they reached enough units sold to become a major comic book publisher, and it was because of Power Rangers.
Yeah.
But Bardbach says a Geats comic would be nice. No. Did you see the 01 comic?
Yeah, did you see it? Yeah. No. Did you see the 01 comic? Yeah.
I want no Kamen Rider. The manga, by the way, update. Did you know Volume 6 just came out and Volume 7 of the Kuga manga is on the way? I didn't even know they were releasing them anymore.
I forgot.
Yeah, because I know a few folks were like, yeah, I got to pick up those new issues of the Kuga manga. And I'm like, oh, shit, it's still going on? Cool. Bet.
I forgot because like I know they fixed everything after Volume 3, and then I did an update for Volume 4, and then it was like a 6-month gap, and then all of a sudden it was like, here's 4, here's 5, 6 just came out, and I'm like, oh, they're releasing regularly again. Like, and I did pick up the other one, and they fixed the quality issues. Like, it's night and day compared to the first 2 volumes, and looking at Volume 5 and 6, it's like, oh wow, they actually like paid someone to do their freaking job for once.
Yeah, because it was machine translated or something, wasn't it? That's why the text was like all over the place and wonky. Do I remember correctly?
Yeah.
I don't know. It was bad. The person who brought it up is someone who is mixed in the community and has me blocked for years, ever since the controversy in 2019. If you know, you know.
I don't know how everyone else said these other people brought up one. It's like, I made the video for it's like, no, I was like, I've been following this because like I'm on their list. So like I sent Titan like a whole thing and they're like, hey, we got you. And like, you know, here's what we're gonna say. And I'm like, all right.
Yeah.
I was like, cool. Hey, what's that kid's name that's really annoying all the time? Cosmic. I'm gonna put you on a little baby time. I'm gonna put you on a little
all right, time. So last thing I got.
30 minutes.
Okay. What's the last thing?
Who's ready for more Shin Kamen Rider? Because it's being because they have some reshoots going on because they're making a televised version of it with added scenes.
Oh, okay.
So they actually have reshoots going on for Shin Kamen Rider, and apparently some of the things that have been spotted is, if you know the ending, then they have seen a long-haired version of Ichimonji.
Okay, I did see this on Twitter, but I didn't know what to make of it.
Yeah, so
I didn't.
Yeah, so with the reshoots going on to add more footage to Shin Kamen Rider for the televised version of Shin Kamen Rider, there is a potential aftermath that we might be able to see.
Okay, I thought this was for the Blu-ray, or is this getting
No,
added to the
I
Blu-ray?
thought that was on the Blu-ray.
This is
Yeah.
so this is going to be made in like episode chunks.
Ooh.
So that's so pretty much the segments that we got within the movie, in which the way people thought that it was flowing kind of felt not right for a for a film. So
Mhm.
having it being cut into episode arcs for each one of the shocker fights that we got in there makes a lot more sense, and would probably make the flow of things go a lot better if they're made as individual episodes with some additional scenes to like make it work out.
Give me one moment. I just want to see. So the movie goes for 121 minutes. 121 times 22. Times 22. No. Divided by 22. Would it be 22 or? Depends how long like Japanese shows are, because I don't know if they do it. Like, because this could be like either like a long series, like, or a like 5-part-ish.
So according to this, it says new images have been shared regarding the footage that will make its way to the Shin Kamen Rider television series, which will take old and new footage to retell the movie's events. While this might be the final time that we witness the Shin iteration of the character, Kamen Rider has released new projects in decades and doesn't appear to be stopping anytime soon. So yeah, that's the thing. It's like it is a televised version of it, but it's once again, it's like the violence that I had in there. It was, that was some watery ass blood. that was Gallagher levels of like blood right there. So,
it's not even. It wasn't even corn syrup. It was just like red Gatorade.
The way that thing was flowing is just like, wow, that is watery as all hell. So.
I honestly, I think I'm in the minority. It was like I like Shin Kamen Rider. I've rewatched it a few times now. I'd be okay if it didn't get a sequel. Honestly, I'd rather get a Shin Godzilla sequel.
Shin Godzilla or Shin Ultraman sequel.
Yeah,
I wouldn't mind like if they do like Shin Ultraman V3. I guess that would be a sequel, but we'll see.
The thing is, it's like we kind of know where the story would end up going in for a Shin Kamen Rider continuation, but of course with the way that the ending was done is completely different from the regular TV show of Kamen Rider, which more people are used to versus the manga iteration of OG Kamen Rider, which is that's where everybody starts claiming to become a manga expert and knowing how if they do announce a sequel, it's just like, well, I've always known about the manga storyline, so
I read that one book. I'm an expert.
Right. Yep. I'm sure you guys have seen this movie, so Megadon made the best reference: Ninja Assassin levels of blood. Because Ninja Assassin, that was some water. That's my guilty pleasure movie. But that was like it's just like they had little ketchup bottles with just red water, and they're just spraying everywhere. Megadon, I appreciate that reference because that was exactly spot on.
And Ninja Assassin's main actor, Rain, he was also in the Speed Racer live action film. So, let's get that tie-in going.
That needs a 4K steelbook.
That needs a 4K HDR. Like, I need all of that. Re-release it in theaters. I would go to the theaters. Give me a Speed Racer popcorn bucket.
Right.
Because that seems to be the new allure to get everybody into the theaters.
As someone who has a nice collection of popcorn buckets from the last 10 months, I can tell you.
So you getting that Wolverine or Deadpool?
Oh, of course. Between that one and the freaking Dune 2 one.
Where are you putting that mouth, though?
While watching Scrubs when Dr. Cox is on a montage of making fun of Hugh Jackman.
Gotta do it.
Yeah, let's see. Off-brand says, Mark, should I buy a Figure Eyes or a really good Figure Eyes? Figure Eyes aren't that expensive. They're cheap.
Yeah. You gotta buy a figure.
Yeah, even a lot of the Figure Eyes ones are even on Amazon now, cheap.
Yeah. It depends what one you're looking for. It depends.
Anywhere from like $40 to $60 usually. So
yeah. I still have to finish building mine, but I gotta finish my displays.
Let's see what else we got. Gamer Kirby says, I am very late. Yeah, you're very late. I think we're wrapping shit up anyway. Ain't much else going on.
No.
Besides,
look how tiny the cars are for the freaking mini plow Boon. They're so fucking small.
Horse in a matchbox.
Dude, like, seriously, out of all the mini plows I built, this is probably the same size as like the Zenkaiser ones, but I don't know. It's so they're small. I don't get it because the King-Ohger one is like, even without like the extreme version of it, it's not that like small. So I don't
talk about how good Gotchard is.
And
go back and watch the start of the stream.
Yeah, literally in the beginning of the stream, we went on a whole Gotchard rant.
Yeah. I feel like we tried to avoid talking about it. We're getting off topic just to not talk about it.
You know, Lactus was good to a point. It's a shame they gave her a transformation and we've only seen it fuck all, like literally twice.
Yeah.
They gave Clotho an upgrade that was literally her hair down. That was her upgrade. In this latest episode, we're going to give you a power up. And I'm like, oh, that's the transformation she had before. Oh, wait, her hair's down now. Oh, okay.
It's like night and day. It's a different person now.
Yeah. It's like Clark Kent, Superman.
I mean, we can't really make fun of hairstyle counting as changing since like Dragon Ball Z's like main stuff is always just their hair changing.
Speaking of
sometimes electricity.
Speaking of Dragon Ball Z, have you seen? I haven't started watching it, but I've seen images of like Android 18 Supergirl. That design.
No.
What? No.
No. Okay. So if you type in what is it? My Adventures of Superman, Supergirl. That design looks very similar. Like even the creator literally said they based it off Android 18.
I haven't kept up with anything My Adventures of Superman because the style looks so like Tumblr webtoon-esque that I was like, I don't care.
It's a good show.
Once you get past the animation, it's actually like not bad. It's just the animation is a turn off for me, but it's a good story. It's like I was like, wow, this is really well produced. If it was either going the route of what they've been doing with like the DC's film division that's doing like, you know, the Long Halloween Part 1 and 2 and all these other, if it was like that visuals,
the Tomorrowverse I haven't really cared too much in the DC stuff after the last one, Apocalypse War, whatever it was.
Yeah, I kind of stopped following that stuff.
Yeah, and because now they're rebooting it again because they're doing like Crisis on Infinite Earth or something.
I honestly just stopped caring for a lot of the American comic scenes when it comes to DC and Marvel. Like
DC's been doing good the last 10 months actually, but the downside is Blue Beetle got canceled. And I was like, it was such a good comic. And now they canceled the movie also because they're going to be doing an animated series that's not a sequel. It's going to be a reboot or retelling of the first film, which will potentially mean that we'll get the sequel to that with Zolo again, but it's going to be a sequel to the animated one, not the live action. I was like, that makes no sense to me. That just gave me a headache. James Gunn screwing everything up because Blue Beetle was a good fucking movie.
When's Cobra Kai coming back? It's the final season, right?
Next month, final season, and they're splitting into 3 parts.
Yep. Oh my god, they should just do it a weekly outing. That's my biggest complaint about Cobra Kai. It's like I love the show, but the thing is, I literally binge it as soon as it comes out because it's like it's good. But the thing is, the discussion literally ends as soon as that first weekend's done.
Yeah. No. So they're going to binge it in like 3 parts, like as this big final story arc, which I'm excited to see how it goes down because I think Cobra Kai is going to tie into the Entwistle, Jackie Chan, and Ralph Macchio crossover because apparently those two senseis.
Yeah, that's going to be so stupid.
That's going to be weird. I'm excited.
I did not watch that Karate Kid film. So
the Jaden Smith one.
Yeah, the Jaden Smith one.
All right.
Who's out there boom boom racing out there? Who's practicing for the
Yeah, who's doing the
BBG?
racing?
It's this one car. It always goes by, and he doesn't know how to drive a standard because it backfires like crazy. So he's either using bad gas or he just doesn't know how to drive because it always backfires every time.
We're not going to hear him
It's
like
an expensive car, dude.
crash though, are we?
No, sadly.
We're not going to do the woo and then like.
Dude,
The second that happens, like,
yeah.
I'm leaving the stream if that happens because I feel like I would have caused that.
I would have.
If that happens, I'm like, all right, guys. Yeah, we're don't shut off the camera, Mark. We gotta watch this.
Oh,
play by play.
Dude,
turn the camera around.
I'll switch over to the phone and just go right out there. All right, we got this.
We need that colored commentary as everything's going on.
Right.
It's like we're here at the scene of the crash.
Right.
What happened?
I'm not even helping. I'm just like making fun of him. Chat's roasting the person.
It's like, man, he got that boom boom controller. Don't even know how to use it.
It's an expensive car too.
Yeah, but yeah, drive responsibly. Jokes aside. Yeah, save myself.
Except for that person.
Except for that person, doesn't look like he drives responsibly. Anything else going on?
Just like JT.
I was going to make the workaholics joke that Walmart made.
Oh. I missed that show.
Workaholics was such a good show.
Yeah. It's a good, put on and watch show.
It took me a while to, stop a lot of their slang in the workplace.
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh, Mark, you get home early today? Like, oh, cool, that's tight butthole. I'm about to leave. Like what? I'm like, nothing. Don't worry about it. They're just like, did you just? I'm like, nah. Didn't say that. Don't worry about it.
Just be like it.
But yeah.
Speaking of cars, did my thoughts on that car change? Oh, no, fuck no. So the other day while I was driving in Tallahassee, there was a weird-looking car in front of me. So I literally sent it to everyone that I knew. I posted it up on the Discord. It turned out being one of those Tesla cyber trucks.
Oh, I hate those.
And I'm like, that's the ugliest low poly vehicle I've ever seen.
They're real?
Yes.
They're real?
And it's stainless steel too. It's weird because it looks like an odd sci-fi kitchen appliance on wheels.
Wait, Mark, looking behind, did you get your Massiverse cards already, or is that something different?
Oh no, I've had them. I already did a whole. Oh no, this is the one they sent me in advance.
Oh, okay then. Because I thought you got your Kickstarter stuff earlier. I was
no,
where's
the
mine?
Kickstarter's not. No, the Kickstarter stuff's not for another 2 months. I think.
Oh, okay, cool.
I think it starts in end of July, early August.
All right, cool. I can keep an eye on my credit card if it charges me when it ships out.
No. Cool. This is just the regular base box that they sent out everyone who's just to do videos to hype up the Kickstarter.
No, I also got to keep an eye on when they send my MMPR, the return Kickstarter stuff.
I know.
Which people
think...
That's
another 2 months too.
Yeah, it's another 2 months. People think that because although that comic was already planned, I think there's some people that think that comic was pushed through the Kickstarter, which it wasn't. I think it was already set to go. So people think that some people think that Amy Jo might do another order and take the money and run, which no, because Boom Studios has done Kickstarters for their comics before.
Dude, they did them for freaking Berserk, the Keanu Reeves one.
Berserk, yeah, and the hardcovers for the MMPR comics. They just did a special edition one. Yeah.
I don't talk about that because tier 9 for the last one. That was a horrible mistake on my part.
Hi, Ty. Do you know how expensive a Cybertruck is?
In San Diego, they're everywhere. I see at least 2 or 3 every day. I've seen one that was almost done up like the Warthog for freaking Halo, the same color scheme. And they started putting a kit.
That's the thing. The second that I saw it, I was thinking, this looks like the Halo vehicle. Yeah. This looks exactly like that sumbitch.
Someone was getting theirs kitted out with and then I see them easily a handful every day, and it's different people, and I'm just they're stupid.
Yeah, that's an ugly ass vehicle. That is I've never cringed looking at a vehicle that hard before in real life. Just seeing one in real life. It's like seeing the Homer from The Simpsons.
Remember those super tiny cars, the smart cars everyone's buying, the 2-door ones that looked like those play school ones where you kick with your feet and it's like yellow and red. It looked there's cars that released that looked like those at one point.
Yeah, but those were only like $2,000, so like at least you could be like, well, it's a cheap car. You're literally just buying a fucking scooter with 4 wheels and an outer shell.
I remember from that point was when they tried to convince Shaq to sit inside of one of them, and he's like starts leaning down. He's like,
Does he actually get in it?
No, he can't.
Oh,
I would think I could. Like those, they're small.
But then actually seeing a Cybertruck in person, I was just like, that's actually pretty big. But
Jack getting in that car,
like very awkward.
Jack getting in that car would be like that guy from The Simpsons. Do you find something funny with the way I drive my automobile?
And look, I'm aware that Lactus's actress has a photo book coming out, but I have a Book Live account, and it's not on there for pre-order yet, so I'm not getting it until it's on Book Live. So where I get all them photo books. Like Sinone's actress dropped the new one like less than a month ago. I was like, pre-order. Get it. Get that shit digital. Instant.
Yes.
So. Commit. All right. Anything else?
None that I can think of. Comics, video games, random tangents. I think we've covered it all.
Random tangents.
I had a lot of those. A good amount.
I don't know. I saw Orb, who's in the chat, complain about the latest Doctor Who episode.
I don't want to talk about that. No, that was this whole season. I'm like, did I even like Doctor Who to begin with? Like, I'm starting to question like my whole entire like Doctor Who life.
It's like The Boys season 4, like people aren't liking it, and then there's that one tweet that when the comics are better, and then there's that video essay where the comics are weird.
I don't understand. Anyone who says the comics are better has not actually read the comics past like 2 issues. The show's so much better than the comics are trash.
I don't feel that just a lot of media in general now is just like so unenjoyable.
So what tripped off people to complain about The Boys season 4? Because I'm enjoying it so far.
It's because people are thinking it's purposely targeting a certain side, but it's like that's why I'm like, you guys haven't realized it through the whole entire show. This is a satire. Like,
yeah.
No,
I get you. Is it because of the Firecracker character? I guess making fun of.
Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah.
No,
that's
like the best part because I know that they're making fun of that. Alex,
just wait until the end of the season because I know where they're going based on like they've changed some stuff from the comics, but I'm like, y'all are gonna be for a surprise. All the people that hate it now, they're gonna hate it more.
That's what I'm saying. They're gonna like shit on this season for now, and then when they get to the end, or if they kill off that character, they'll start liking it. I mean, people weren't complaining when they had like the Nazi character.
I know. And the only thing I'm watching right now is like I gotta catch up is House of Dragons. I gotta finish season 1 so I can watch season 2. Because I like dragons.
I'm just watching Dr. Stone and Sons of Anarchy, and
I ain't watching nothing.
I'm not watching any of that.
Working.
Yeah, besides Toku, like the only thing that I've been watching is I've been catching up on Queer Eye on Netflix because that's still one of my guilty pleasures. I'm like,
the show's so good. They be changing lives.
Yes. And Love is Blind Japan. I need to get back on that because I finished all of regular Love is Blind. So I'm like,
you still need to watch Terrace House.
I gotta watch MILF Manor.
You gotta watch Ultraman Rising first so we can actually talk about it. How about that?
No, watch MILF Manor. We'll come back next week and have the MILF Manor discussion.
We'll start to show Toku Manor.
That's gonna be the actual episode 69.
It's like, yes, what if we made our own Toku MILF Manor? Who would be like up on that?
I don't think there would be a lot of people because there's not many mums in Sentai. And
but now some actresses have aged up to the point that they are MILF. So
they have, but they have to come back for like an episode or a special for me to rank them.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you got the 2 Deca girls. Just saying. You got Umiko and Jasmine just popped in.
Yeah.
Then previously, Ami technically would count.
Mm-hmm.
Came back, even though Prince ain't born yet. in the current content. She's still technically. We got the old lady makeup on her though, so that does count.
Yeah, this could work. New bracket off.
Yep. Toku mommies with Jeremy's mom.
Oh, it's gonna. We know who's gonna win. Then we know who's gonna win. It's over.
We don't know. They just throw in the potlucks in there.
I mean, to be fair, the openings bracket didn't go the way I was expecting.
Who knew Shinobi was gonna win?
Yeah,
we just take it all.
It was like it wasn't even like a proper show opening. It was like Shinobi and like Dragon's Road. But, yeah,
both really good picks.
Mm.
I mean, I couldn't complain.
Yeah.
But yeah, I guess Toku Mom's milk married bracket at some point in time.
We just do a whole spoof of the intro video for the show too. Just
I'll get my deepest like eliminate background. Let's go start putting faces on bodies type things. Let's make that work. Who's getting pink eye tonight from the interaction?
I was wondering where you're going with that, and then I'm like, yes.
Yeah. That was the thing that happened. So, all right. What you got to promote, Ash?
What have I got to promote? I've got my channel Deoxy360 over on YouTube. I guess follow me on socials where I shitpost, and that's all my Instagram stories is just fucking shitposts, unless I take photos of the sunset when I'm home from work. But no, I've got stuff in the works. I'm sort of trying to find the motivation to record something for the comics ending to catch everyone up to date. And then issue 121 is coming out on Wednesday. So I'll have that review up in time, hopefully, if nothing goes wrong. And then, of course, I'm going to do my Go-Go Loser Ranger review, Boon to review, not stuff as normal. And then I guess whatever else happens as well.
You reviewing Gotchard?
No.
Maybe you should.
Maybe like
someone has to.
Maybe I should just like react to Gotchard on Twitch, but I'm not going to do it. I'm just going to get like a mannequin and just leave the room and play Final Fantasy.
Just a freeze frame on you like making a face, like an interested look face, and then that's it. And then
it's just me nodding and doing this for like.
But still on like the video screen, show that like your mouse is clicking like slightly away, and then like
do the next episode.
Do a side like split screen. It's just like, oh no, I'm not playing games, guys. Oh wait, my mouse not moving on screen. Yeah. I think my camera froze.
Can I get away with it on Twitch if I get my watch time up? I just sleep for work and I just like stream. Like for the 8 hours while I'm at work.
You could. Yeah, you could literally just have shit running on your computer as you walk away.
Like house security, so I know who's there.
You could literally just queue up a whole bunch of Toku videos and just have them on loop and
look. There was one time in which I left and literally it was just my chair on stream for like 9 hours while I was sleeping.
I was gonna make the Nick Ricada joke. I was like, you came back and you were just fucking wasted. Swearing your words.
That was God. The Nick Ricada shit going on right now has just been.
No, it's all about the I'm Alex shit going down. That's the new hot stuff.
Oh my God, we're already past the Nick Ricada shit.
Yeah, I think the Nick Ricada stuff's died out. It's the I'm Alex stuff. I can't say it on stream because I'll get in trouble. But if you've seen the clips going around, it's something. The allegations.
I will have to check that shit out. Like that is
what he threatens his girlfriend. How threatening his girlfriend? Oh, that clip that even took me by surprise. But yeah, chair stream soon, maybe while I'm at work. Maybe we can catch some ghosts if there's any ghosts in this house.
If you suddenly get like a motion detected thing and it's literally your chair moving on its own. And you're like, oh my God, what's doing that?
It's be like the Paranormal Activities.
Then you get home and it's just one of your giant Australian spiders that just moved your chair. It brushed against it.
All right. You know what? We already move on past the I'm Alex stuff because a former Twitch employee claims why Dr. Disrespect got banned.
Oh no, I saw that while I was
Yeah.
That is something that
I'm gonna have to check in on all of this shit.
I'll tell you once we're not.
We'll tell you off stream because it's
okay.
It's still allegations at this point.
Yeah,
but it's something. Yeah,
it's crazy.
Yeah, because that's a big because he's been banned for like since 2019, like the last E3, if I remember correctly, and now it's finally coming out, and that's a big game changer of what's going on.
Yep.
Boy.
Carmen X. I like the boys comics. I guess he's behind again.
Yeah. Can happen.
Yeah.
Mark, since you're back to being on the computer screen, what you got cooking?
I've got 6 videos queued up already. I just got to make thumbnails. Like the helmet video I put up yesterday, that was been done for like a week, but I had to like modify it because of Toei. I've got candy toy videos. I don't know if you guys are familiar. I went to Daiso, Japan, and I got because you know you get those acrylic risers at like Amazon that look like these, and you can get them in the set for like 20, 30 bucks, like $20 or so. At Daiso, Japan, they're $1.25 each. Ooh. So I bought a whole bunch. So I'm gonna be doing a whole how to display your shit on a budget. And all the Daiso stuff and just how to organize. Like I started organizing all my Toku little mini posters. I even have some ones that you like even though the movie wasn't good. But yeah, just going over stuff like that. I'm gonna do a Gachard catch-up video. I was thinking about it. And Boonger, even though I'm watching every week, obviously with traveling and everything else and everything going on, I haven't really done any videos. So I'm like 6 episodes behind to do videos on. So I might just steal your idea and just do a catch-up video where I go over all the episodes.
Go for it.
Because
it's long form content. So
I know that's the downside. That means I have to edit.
Yeah, that's the reason why I hate doing the Gotchard catch-ups, because I'll record for over an hour and then it's like recording for an hour and then editing an hour takes like 5 hours.
Yeah,
just trimming the fat.
It's a lot, and like even now, like most of my videos now, I've been keeping them like even under like 11 or 12 minutes from like toy reviews, and usually those are very long-winded videos. And I was like, no, I'm getting better at the toy review videos editing, which is good because I have a lot of toys to like review.
Yeah.
I do want to get into doing some toy review. Well, not really toy review videos because it's like, you know, I've had them for a while, but I want to do like toy comparison videos between like the toys that are essentially like reissues, but just like essentially the Zillion Driver and the Vision Driver, like those two, because they're cut from the same cloth.
There is a market
DX
for it.
DX to CSM and stuff like that, you know.
No, there is a market for it. Trust me.
Yeah,
because Dawson used to do it for like old school Power Rangers toys, where he compares it like. If you've got the money to do the comparisons for the CSM and the DX, and it's a good insight for fans. Well, do they want the CSM? Do they want the DX toy? I feel like there's something there that might garner people's attention.
Especially with the Legend Henshin belts too being so cheap. You could sit there and be like, here's this CSM, this DX, and here's the Henshin Legend belt. That's like $12 and trash.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, the toy videos, like literally, like I said before, like for some reason, like the toy videos do better on my channel, and I can see the analytics of who's subscribing. Even when the views are low, I'm getting more subscribers from those than I am like my review videos of like episodes, because I'm getting a lot of the toys like the day they release in Japan, they're shipped to me the same day.
Like so my the Imagination Belt video that I put out, like is still what's garnering me the most amount of subs.
What's it at now?
I honestly have not even looked at my analytics in months. I stopped caring.
I got a YouTube payout though, so I was shocked.
I'm getting mine. I think I'm getting mine this week. It's not a lot, but I'm probably gonna buy either One Piece cards or BoonViolet with it. Let's see.
You should get the candy toys. Get the Boom Boom candy toys. They're a lot cheaper. You can get both these sets for the price of one DX.
Yep. But I don't want to stick
5.4K views.
That's pretty good. No.
Mine didn't do too good for the imagination. I mean, it's doing all right. It's just I didn't have a good idea for a thumbnail. And I noticed my thumbnails, like, when I change them, because I'll change them every couple of weeks, I'll put a new thumbnail up, and I'm like, oh, that makes it better.
No, I've been doing that as well, redoing my thumbnails. I've been adding my comic reviews together to make a big compilation because, long form videos apparently do well on YouTube these days. So I'm editing my, I'm probably going to put together Power Rangers, MMPR Recharge compilation together. People want Shattered Grid, but my old Shattered Grid videos, I'm going to have to find a way to clean up that audio for like 7-year-old videos.
Yeah.
And that's...
Yeah, it's like... Yeah, plus it's like... I don't know about you, but like, I don't want to talk about Shattered Grid anymore. Ever. Like, I'm over... Like, because that's all anyone talked about the whole time it was going on. Then after, when Beyond the Grid was going on, like, I was like, man, everyone just wants to keep talking about Shattered Grid constantly.
See, 90s and early 2000s Toku design was the best, but who was better? Between the 90s and the early 2000s, I think it kind of varies depending on the show, because it's like Metal Heroes had really, really good ass designs. Like, it was so good that Kamen Rider, once it came back, was like, I'm gonna copy that homework. And just start copying, like, that's where we got like G3, G3X, and Agito, which were like really good suits on there. And then, like, once we got to Kabuto, it was like a streamlined of both like the regular Kamen Rider designs and then like some Metal Heroes flair in there. It's like that was honestly, the Kabuto suits are like some of the sleekest suits of the 2000s for me when it comes to Kamen Rider. So.
Really quick, because before we get too far away from it, did you notice your Disney driver, like Imagination Belt, won't fit on any of the Daizas?
It fit on my Daiso.
It didn't fit on mine.
I had it set up on here until I got this belt. The second I got this belt, I threw that thing down on the ground and on the ground.
Did you have to put the side wideners on it to get it to go around it, or?
Yes.
Okay, because that's why I gotta find all mine. I don't know where I have so many. I still have like 5 or 6 Daizas still in the box in my closet. Like, I just gotta get some of those out because I was like sitting there, I was like, it won't fit around it because I was finally gonna put it on display, and I got annoyed because I couldn't get it to like stay. So I was like, all right, it's not going on display.
Look, in terms of the videos, because I see this on here, YouTube has a bad habit of either promoting strictly shorts or strictly like long form videos. And the thing is, for shorts, it has to be like a minute or less. So for some people complaining that if their videos aren't gaining enough traction or anything like that, just because they happen to be like 6 minutes long. That's why I try making my videos at least 10 minutes long, because that's considered a good for the algorithm. You want it to be 10 minutes or longer when you're putting out content on YouTube, or a minute or shorter. Nothing in between. You don't want anything in between.
Yeah.
And if you're doing a minute or shorter, make sure you're uploading it specifically as a YouTube short and not just a regular YouTube video.
Some of my videos under 6 minutes even got like really good views, but it's like candy toy news stuff. So
but
like,
you can't really like monetize it if you're trying to like monetize your video.
But it's not like you're not. Yeah, if you want to hit like the 12-minute mark, if you want to like
the 8-minute mark or the
Me, I'm just like, I don't care about monetization. I'm just like giving them views for those toys, so then people send me toys for free.
So that's just how that specifically ends up going, and then that's how people potentially find you within the void of the algorithm. So
and they made changes to the algorithm like within the last 2 weeks again. So
I stopped caring about that. I've been too busy working so many hours and all these jobs and shit just to like make money. Like I'm squeezing out the content because I just don't want my channel to die. But it's just like, if not, I would be like, you know what? I'm just gonna make like, I think I'm done, guys, video and get that thing to like, get those clicks of like, oh my god, he's quitting, and then Twitter would be like, we got him finally, he's done.
You just gotta. It says you in the thumbnail like this, and then the title's just called "Tired."
Yeah. It'll be one of those of like just me front and center and just like head down, and then the background it's like Gotchard and like I don't know, something else. Yeah. It's like I think I'm done, guys. And then just have like all the personas in the background just silhouetted out. Just like
there's just
sad.
you in the background doing the thumbs up, and then you just disappear.
I already did that in a video. I did that as like a bit in one of my Revice reviews, I think. Like that's how old that shit is.
Yeah, people forgot about Revice. You could do it again. You could recycle.
I could recycle bits.
Like, especially with it's Revice.
No one's rewatching the Revice. Actually, some people sometimes
my suit ranking ones still get views, but not.
Yeah. Tier lists are like evergreen.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, 100%. Especially my Ultraman one. I was telling Sai on Discord. I was like, I'm still getting hate. I'm still getting hate for that. And I was like, I'm okay with that because it's monetized and it's a long video and they're watching the whole thing. And I'm like, all right, that's fine. It's like, I'll accept it.
Let's see what I got to promote. Well, if you jump on Twitch tomorrow night, Toku Rewind is hitting a remix because previously we were watching B Fighter and Shinkenger. Now we're watching the American adaptations of both of those shows with the first 3 episodes of Big Bad Beetleborgs, followed by the first 3 episodes of Power Ranger Samurai. And I'm already thinking in my head, this might be the first Toku Rewind that I tap out like halfway through. I don't know. We'll see just how bad it actually does end up being. But
then you have to watch TokuTonic.
I don't know.
I'll start watching it when you finish it.
It varies on a lot of those. Did I watch Marcus Satsu's video? Why would I watch a Down Bros recap story video when the thing is, if you watch Down Bros, what story is there to tell? It's a character study. Down Bros is literally a character study. You can't really tell a narrative piece based unless you do it completely in satire, which is funny enough because I actually was thinking before Marcos put out that video that I wanted to do a satire video of Down Bros just playing into the whole character relationship dynamics and just spicing it up to an Inoue level of absurdity. But,
that's on brand for you.
It would be on brand for me. But Marcos puts out this video, so I'm like, well, that's...
You guys don't pull one out. I mean, when I first started doing content, I was being compared constantly because other people were doing similar videos, and I was like, who? I was like, I don't care. I'm in my own little bubble. Yep. I was like...
Because at least when it comes to, Down Bros, I've been, the persistent proponent when it comes to selling that particular season, so... big ums on that one. So yeah, that's that. Still got Rogue Energy to promote. Mm-hmm. Because of course now they actually are tied in with Amazon Prime. So if you have an Amazon Prime account and you still go through Rogue's website to check out, you can actually do Amazon checkout and get free shipping, because that was one of the biggest turnoffs I've seen when it comes to Rogue Energy, is that the shipping is pretty out there even when you are using promo codes. So if you got an Amazon Prime account like I do, shipping's free and the promo code stacks. So gotta do it. Anyway, that's it. We will catch you all next week. Hopefully we got some major news. I'm like, where's all this Gabu shit going on? Like, we should be around that time to start giving us
leaks and toy listings and
give us these press conference dates, shit like that. Let's go. So, anyway, that's it. Catch you then. Until whenever.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.